out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Nobody's LT, and I'm certainly not implying that.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Nobody's LT, and I'm certainly not implying that.
Cooking your ass.
Survey said.
Hit the super chat. We are going to ban people today, so we are getting rid of all you guys. So if you want to come out and be disrespectful, you gotta go.
One of you was dating a prostitute and brought it to your mother.
Oh, somebody. Oh.
One of you was dating a prostitute and brought it to your mother.
Oh, somebody. Oh.
One of you was dating a prostitute and brought it to your mother.
Do you need water?
Yeah, please.
Baby, you get us some water?
Oh, somebody. Oh.
Sneak up this. Bro, all that nigga does is hate, man. Oh no, but this is from his mouth directly. Oh, sorry, Sneaky.
Okay.
Sneaky KO.
Sneaky.
Yeah, I don't know. I never get what y'all got going on.
Yeah, that's not his, it wasn't his girlfriend. It was a girl he was just banging, but yeah.
People say he's talking about me.
Hey, wait, do you not respect your mother?
Well, you gotta ask him that. He's over there.
I'm not gonna lie. We gonna fight, bro. You were dating women you were bringing women you weren't dating seriously in front of your mother. Do you not respect her? Because that's weird to bring women who you're not dating seriously in front of your mother. What the You ain't doing shit. I'll be honest with y'all, keep it short and sweet. I don't respect none of the fuck y'all shit y'all do.
Oh, what did I say? What are you mad about?
The red pill.
Yeah, I've been dissing the red pill for a year.
You're dissing.
Who you know at the club and networking with dudes who are dick sucking you on a yacht. The idea of relationships and network as a red pill person, it's gay. It's not for me. Even if you don't want to call it gay.
People say he's talking about me.
Right.
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, before we get into Fresh getting cooked by a 19-year-old fan, we have another video. Myron is dusting it up once again. Myron was in an all-white Twitter space. An all-white Twitter space. They're like, yo, somebody get this motherfucker the fuck out of here. They were like,
Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him. Okay.
they were like,
I mean, are you white?
Bro did not belong there. They did not want him in there. I don't know why Myron thinks he's white, trying to get into all-white Twitter space. Listen to this, y'all.
By the way, if I mute anything, just assume that they said the N-word. Just use your imagination at this point.
I believe this YouTuber's name is LTTV. Shout out to him. He supplied this video. Myron getting kicked out of an all-white Twitter space. Let's listen to this, y'all. What? Yo, why does this nigga think he's white? Like, what is wrong with this guy? This is pathetic, bro.
Point.
Don't read him nothing, HT. Tell that to go find it himself.
Woo!
Well,
Yes, sir. Listen, let's just stick with the Americans for now.
And then we got this fucking
The
British
naturalization
guy
act.
here. Like, bro, you're with this standard guy. Yo, you're British, right?
Bro.
So I didn't understand that because these guys do not sound British. They honestly sound Australian. I could be wrong, but they most definitely sound Australian.
You don't know your. You don't know your. You don't know your.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, Myron, you're in a hostile
And I'm not
area,
scared
bro.
to have conversation with you guys because I'm not a pussy.
Okay,
So
well,
you're gonna have to either kick
you're not
me
gonna
out
have a
or whatever.
You're not gonna have a conversation with him. That's what I'm trying to
Okay,
say.
well, this dude's a so whatever. British guy, like, dude, I know you're mad about
Mate,
1776.
black men are like most
Hey, look,
likely to fuck
retard.
other black men.
Hey,
You
hey,
He's not British. He's not British.
Kick this.
That's the fucking first mistake you made. He's not British.
I give a f about you.
Woo!
Followers. Oh, yeah. I told you he wasn't going to have a conversation, bro. You just.
I'm sorry, sir. It's a f***ing white space. We know that.
I know.
They're the f***ing rules. No need.
You heard that at the end, right? This is a white space. No N-words. Why is he in here? Myron, why are you in there?
Now, shout out to Watch TV. If y'all want to see the rest of the video, y'all got to go to check out his channel. Now, this is filthy work. Why was Myron in there? Now, Twitter has fostered a bunch of racist-ass spaces where you're just allowed to get your bars off. They're talking about free speech. It's just free racism. That's what it comes down to. The free reigns to just be as racist as you want on Twitter, or X now, not Twitter. It's just a complete shithole out there, but that's what it is on X. Let's get back into this, y'all. Hold up, chat. Let me pull this up. Myron is just dusting it up. Why does he want to be white so badly and be included into spaces that don't want him to be? Like, it just makes no sense to me. The ultimate Uncle Ruckus theme, but I ain't gonna play that. Let's get into this.
One of you was dating a prostitute and brought it to your mother.
Right. This is a bonus clip for everyone that wants to see what we're gonna respond to.
Who posted this?
Sneak
You
up
wanna
this,
see who posted
bro.
it?
All that nigga does is hate, man. Oh no, but this is from his mouth directly. Oh, sorry, Sneaky.
Okay.
Sneaky
Sneaky
Kale.
Yo.
Sneaky Kale.
All
right.
right.
Yeah.
All right, 1 second.
Let's see. Myron's like, not this.
Not this.
And what the
Oh, muted tab.
Muted.
1 second.
What is he wearing on his head?
I just heard it. You heard it?
It's
I
a
didn't hear
kufi. Oh.
You heard it? Let me see.
Red Pill Alpha Males got wrong too, because like I went, all right, well, I guess I don't believe in Catholicism. And then I was like, okay, Red Pill, which really is a religion. They have a book, they have a leader, they have priests and bishops, they have
what?
weekly mass
I don't know
at
what,
a table
bro.
full of whores.
What's he talking about? What fucking religion? Like, nigga, what book are we talking about? This is experience, my nigga. Ain't no damn book on this shit. It was a book to follow. Then we all be following a fucking book, but we're not.
I think Fresh forgot that Myron was selling a book. Why Women Deserve Less. Rollo Tomasi was selling a book, That Racist Piece of Shit. You forget about all that? Like, what are we talking about? All y'all niggas sell books and courses.
Anyhow, let's continue, bro.
Look at Myron being back.
And they're drinking the blood and the eating the bread. And then the stuff that they glorify, it's like, it's all materialism. Very Jewish, very gay. It's flashiness and what you can, and big chains and big fast cars and tight shirts and clubbing and bottle service and who you know at the club and networking with dudes who are dick sucking you on a yacht. The idea of relationships and network as a red pill person, it's very, it's not, it's gay. It's not for me. Even if you don't want to call it gay, I don't call that masculinity. And that's what Red Pill gets wrong for a while is they attribute ideas of ego, of
Bro, who is this guy? Who in the wasn't Sneeko the same person purporting that same dusty ass message? Wasn't he dick riding Andrew Tate and all the same folks? Pause. What is this guy talking about? Now he's trying to. Is this a new grip for this guy?
being boastful and flexing. Like you see guys get on stage. I saw at the Fresh and Fit meetup. There's this dude tatted up. He kind of looks like
this guy that you saw at the Fresh and Fit meetup. Yeah, you were there. You were at the yacht party. You were one of the celebrities, one of the high value men that they got to meet. Who? Like, what are we talking about out here? Now a week later, this month, what the fuck, man?
Ideas of ego, of being boastful and flexing. Like you see guys get on stage. I saw at the Fresh and Fit meetup. There's this dude tatted up. He kind of looks like smaller Bradley Martin. He's like, yeah, real niggas get money. I just got out of prison. Buy my course. And I'm like, this is not. If you have to scream.
Oh, is he talking about
alpha you are? You're not alpha. Like real masculinity is being humble, is being gracious.
Wait a minute. What do you mean that guy buffed up his chest and said real niggas? Wait, hold up. What?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
You talking about the white bald dude? Is that who he's describing right now? The fuck is going on out here?
Well, West isn't red pill at all.
Knowing when
exactly, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like
knowing when it's time to demand respect, being capable of fighting, but in unnecessary situations like on a stage where people are just trying to learn about how to make money, you don't get up in there and yeah, motherfucker, I'll fuck you up, pussy.
So people said that he was talking about us. Honestly,
not really.
bro,
I wouldn't even. Yeah, niggas just trying to start shit, bro.
Even if he was, bro,
that's not even nothing. Like
Sneeko,
look at the mental gymnastics from Myron. What the fuck you mean that's nothing? He described the yacht party. He described the folks that were on the yacht. This is Darren P. This is what I'm talking about. He changed his mind after that zesty ass yacht party. He was like, you seen that reenactment by or the voiceover by ABBA and Preach with the boys being boys, shit, and them niggas huddled up in the circle doing the zestiest dances in the world. He rethought life after that. He's like, what is this? This is high value, bro. Come on, man.
Come on here and said that he disagrees with our viewpoints on the red pill. That's fine, bro. I mean,
honestly,
niggas just trying to start
people are trying to create a division. And listen, bro.
Niggas trying to.
Now, he said people are trying to create a division. People. All right?
Survey said.
That was Sneeko saying that out of his own mouth, and you're responding to it. Where's the people creating division? That was his comments, his rhetoric, directly following the yacht party.
Sneeko, bro. We have no hate
for Sneeko. We could go back to
Sneeko.
the other platforms.
Sneeko literally is making content. That's all it really is, bro. Like, y'all niggas taking it so far,
that's
bro.
crazy, bro.
And look, the red pill, that shit's crazy. He says it's a religion. Come on, bro. Ain't no damn religion, bro.
I think he was just trolling saying that.
It's an experience.
Yeah, no, it's not. And Wes Watson, actually, who he's referring to is not red pill at all.
At all. If anything, he's blue pill because think about it.
Yo, so why you bringing blue pill simps on your boat parties for these guys to meet? For your Fresh and Fit fans to meet? What are you talking about? He's blue pill.
Dated a single mom. That's cool with that. Taking care of kids. That's not red pill.
He dated a single mom and he's taking care of kids. That's not red pill.
Oh, somebody. Oh.
So, Donovan Sharp. Wait, what's going on out here? Y'all niggas is all y'all niggas is frauds.
So, by his own lifestyle, he's not red pill. So,
yeah,
what are you saying?
He's not at all. He's more like into fitness, motivation, getting money. Like he doesn't really give a shit about the whole womanizing shit. You know,
fitness, motivation, getting money. Now, Fresh talks about going to the gym, and all he's done is put on weight. This nigga's fat as shit right now.
What he wants.
So yeah, dude, that's not a. But yeah, that's people are reaching with that shit.
Yeah,
reaching, man. Niggas trying to start shit. These clip niggas on Twitter want attention, bro.
So bad. Listen, I'm happy for Sneeko. He's doing well. He's doing his thing.
Yeah.
And look, listen, bro. He's a creator, bro. Making content.
Yeah, it's not that serious.
Ain't that serious.
That's not him attacking us at all, in my opinion. We've had these discussions with him before.
People say he's talking about me. I'm like, no, he's not. Well, if he was there next to me. So it's like, bro, what are you saying right now? So.
Yeah. Nigga was talking about you, sir. He was there next to you. That's when he realized. He's like, man, what the fuck is going on? We charge these motherfuckers $3,000 for this?
Yeah. It's funny. All right. Some chats.
What the You ain't doing shit. Yo. What you say about me? What's on stream? What you say about me, nigga? I'm here, boy. What are you talking about? What do you think I said? Yo, I'm not gonna lie. We gonna fight, bro. We're never fighting, Fresh. About debating Christianity and Muslim ethics. Why are you grabbing my neck like that? Yo, look, I just had to come out the car for you, bro. Yeah, I know. I saw your black ass running at me, too. He blended through his car. He's the same color. You good? Yeah, I'm done. I'm good. What was that online, bro? The stream. What? You dissed me, bro. I didn't diss you. Yeah, you did. How did I diss you? The chat told me. What did I say? What are you mad about? The red pill. Yeah, I've been dissing the red pill for a year. You're dissing us. No, you said us. No, I didn't. You meant us, though. No, I didn't. I know, message. What are you talking about? Yo, guys, he was just doing content. Fresh got clickbaited by a clipper. No. Sneaky code, look what you did, bro. I don't know. I'm kidding. I know it's just content. But they were like, oh, I didn't diss you. I know. I just made it funny. Oh my God. Are you clip farming? Yeah, I know what you're doing. Wait, where were you? Did you just come back here because you saw me here? Why are you back now? Yeah. Oh, okay. You know, it's my birthday in 3 hours. Let's go party.
We don't care.
Let me tell you. We don't care. No, can't do that. I know. See, Christians can do that. See? Christians do that. I have to pray Isha. I can't go. To be fair, we shouldn't be doing that. So you're right. Oh, okay. Yeah. But like I said, I'm a bad... Good to see you, Fresh. I miss you. I'm a bad Christian, bro. I'm not the... I mean, no one's perfect. Yeah. Inshallah, right? Inshallah. Good to see you, man. Wallahi. Okay. That was not even the right...
Nigga, what the hell? How about you be useful, bro? What are you doing? This nigga useless, bro.
What the hell was that?
At all.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not gonna vote?
I don't think so.
Okay. Even better. What about you?
I'm gonna vote.
You're saying that women shouldn't vote?
Yeah.
You know he got kids and he not married to a single one of his moms.
Wait, what?
You got kids. Don't you got kids, right?
No.
Or weren't you the one that was, one of you was dating a prostitute and brought it to your mother?
Now this is what we're here for, folks. This 19-year-old kid, they went to a college campus to try to interview a bunch of 19-year-old women, or 19-year-old girls. These fucking children, damn near. Motherfucker, this 19-year-old kid was like, hey, one of you were dating a prostitute and brought this home to your mother. And now he addresses Fresh. Fresh has nothing to say about it, but, I'm not going to describe it. We're going to listen to it. What we notice here is somebody backpedaling, acting like it's justified, acting like they don't have to stand for any of the shit that they preach or the rhetoric that they espouse to their following. And we're going to see it live right here.
Oh, actually, yo, Fresh, where you at? We can have this discussion. Oh, you over there? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I never get what y'all got going on.
Yeah, that's not his, it wasn't his girlfriend. It was a girl he was just banging, but yeah.
And brought it to his mother.
Yes, he does that all the time.
Is this the point?
Does it all the time.
Wait. I thought we were talking about voting.
Wait.
Yeah, we were talking about voting.
No, wait, do you not respect your mother?
Well, you gotta ask him that. He's over there.
Yo!
You go ask him that.
Can you come here real quick?
Wait, bro, he's in the middle of a conversation. Let him finish the conversation,
finish your conversation.
And then he could come talk to you. But anyway,
you got to put this into perspective. This is a 19-year-old kid who watches Fresh and Fit. He's talking about, Fresh and Fit, all they do is shit on women. Shit on OnlyFans women, call women 304s and thoughts. Myron's on X all day stalking women, talking about they weren't raised right. Where's your father? You're a whore. You're a prostitute. All this bullshit that he be stalking women on Twitter. Now, Fresh brings a prostitute who Myron called a prostitute, and they spent several months on YouTube exposing her as a prostitute, and then Tree also exposed because she tried to turn her back on Tree. He brought that home to his mother. Now he's trying to justify this.
I was talking with them too, and then you could just give it a second, and then when he comes over.
Well, granted, I'll be honest with y'all, keep it short and sweet. I don't respect none of the fuck y'all shit y'all.
Okay, bro, that's fine. I don't care. That's fine.
Now, we got to address some comments in the chat real quick. I know you didn't pay for that. Next time, we're going to need some bread.
I'm getting rich.
First, this motherfucker said that this 19-year-old didn't have the same base when Fresh confronted him. You see this 19-year-old right here to Myron's face, telling him he don't respect none of the shit that y'all on. None of the shit that y'all said. Right here.
With them too, and then you could just give it a second, and then when he comes over.
Well, granted, I'll be honest with y'all, keep it short and sweet. I don't respect none of the fuck y'all shit y'all.
Okay, bro, that's fine. I don't care. That's fine. Cool, we're having a conversation right now then. Okay, that's cool, bro.
I don't respect anything y'all.
Okay. Then, okay, cool.
I just think y'all lame.
All right. You sound a little triggered, but that's fine. Yeah, you definitely do. But anyway, I was having a conversation with them, bro.
Now, what Myron says when he addresses him and tells him unfiltered what the hell he thinks about him and his show. Oh, you seem a little triggered. But at the end of this, Myron's like, oh, these people don't say what they want us to. They're way different online, but in person they don't have that shit to say. No, he said exactly what he would have said online. Where was the filter? You expect him to swing on you? Nah, he told you what the fuck he thought. I don't understand this shit.
Okay. Yeah, I had a conversation with them. All right, bro. Well, actually, Fresh is right here if you got something to say now. He was talking some shit about you and whatever, and China girl.
Not dating any woman seriously. Bring him in front.
Now understand this, y'all. He said Fresh was dating a prostitute. He never said Daisy. Not once. Myron says China girl, which leaves it open to like, come on, who we talking about now? Like that's what he referred to her as. He kept calling her Jin Shen.
All right, bro. Well, actually, Fresh is right here if you got something to say now. He was talking some shit about you and whatever, and China girl.
Not dating any woman seriously and bring him in front of your mother. What? You weren't dating anyone seriously and bring him in front of your mother, right?
He's trying to.
You were bringing women you weren't dating seriously.
Speak up, bro. Speak up.
You were dating women you were bringing women you weren't dating seriously in front of your mother. Do you not respect her?
Now, this is where he has a little bit of validity in his statement, the guy that was talking to the comments, because he did not say the same thing he said to Myron when he was talking about prostitute. He said, you were bringing women you weren't dating seriously in front of your mother. Do you not respect her? But these niggas is acting deaf. That's facts. Like, they heard him.
It's weird to bring women who you're not dating seriously in front of your mother.
It's my mother.
Yeah.
Is there a problem?
No, I'm just saying, it's weird, though. That's what I'm
to
saying.
Who?
To your mother.
No, it's not.
You know?
You're weird to know intimate
Whatever you
information
do with
like
your mom,
this.
bro, we can do.
Now, what did y'all notice? We hear Myron chirping in the back with his unaccountable take. You are weird for knowing information like this. What kind of unaccountable take is that? Fresh put it out there. If Fresh didn't put this shit out there, we would not know. If he wasn't vlogging, showing everybody the business, we wouldn't know this shit. What are we talking about? And then Daisy coupled it with other pictures to verify everything, but he had this in his vlog.
Yeah.
Is there a problem?
No, I'm just saying, it's weird, though. That's what I'm
to
saying.
Who?
To your mother.
No, it's not.
You know?
You're weird to know intimate
Whatever you
information
do with
like
your mom,
this.
bro, we can do with your mom.
Okay,
What I do with mine is what I do with my mom.
You know what? You're
What are you talking about?
I say, it is weird, though. I'm really...
So no standards at all, sir. Whatever goes, goes. We're just flying in prostitutes to meet your mother. You know, he's right. You don't respect your mother. This is the type of women you're introducing. But in Fresh's defense, this is a bad take because he didn't say prostitute. He said women that you're not serious with, and we see Fresh in videos bringing all sorts of randoms around his mother. That's what Fresh does. He's just dusting it up. Fresh has no standards at all. They want to preach things to men on the podcast. Look at Fresh. Fresh talking about he's in the gym. Now listen, man.
Stick together.
Pause. We ain't out here trying to judge men, but does this motherfucker look like he spent a day in the gym in his life? What the fuck is going on here? What is all this, my nigga? They talking about Zion Williamson went to the fucking buffet to eat everything. What the fuck Fresh be doing? Like this is fitness. This is what men are supposed to be looking up to. These motherfuckers serious about things. What is Fresh serious about? What is Fresh? Is Fresh a symbol of anything that they speak about on their podcast? They talk about male improvement. What is Fresh a representative of? Nothing. And then Myron's zesty, so get him the fuck out of here too. They're holding man.
Get him out of here! He's got no place in here! Get rid of him! Okay?
Who? To you?
To your mother.
What ain't, no. Tell me mom, it's cool. It's funny.
Okay. And you know what? I misread your relationship with your mother. That's cool.
Why would that matter?
It's just a little weird. It's just antithetical.
Why would that matter? Because it's complete hypocrisy. It's contradictory to your message. Listen to this.
It's cool. It's funny.
Okay. And you know what? I misread your relationship with your mother. That's cool.
Why would that matter?
It's just a little weird. It's just antithetical to what your podcast got going on. That's all I'm saying.
Nigga, what I do with my mom is none of your business.
I'm just saying it's a weird message for your podcast.
Actually, no. We've talked about he talks about selling the dream to girls all the time, bro. He's been doing this shit for years.
You don't watch podcasts.
You don't watch the pod, so
What dream are you selling to women?
No, what I'm saying.
Can I get a water?
This is where they're full of shit. This is where they're trying to conflate shit. What he said was factual. It is antithetical to what their fucking message is. You can't purport, oh, we get high value, we get the level of status so we can be honest with women and do what we want. We don't have to lie to women to do all X, Y, and Z like these Pookies and Ray Rays do. And then all Fresh does is lie, finesse, and bullshit. The fuck, what is this high value shit for? And then they're trying to say they have opposing views. How are y'all debating the same point with opposing views? If you're doing that, then someone needs to shut the fuck up because they're going to ruin your argument. What are we doing out here?
We've talked about he talks about selling the dream to girls all the time, bro. He's been doing this shit for years. You don't watch the pod, so
I think
what dream are you selling to women?
no. What I'm saying.
Can I get a water?
I do what I want. No, hold on.
Give it 1 second, ladies, because this is actually hilarious.
He does what he wants, bro. Who are you to hold men to anything? Talking about beta males, this masculine males do this. They act with a stoic structure or whatever the fuck these niggas say. But you're not held to nothing. You do what you want. You dust it up. You get prostitutes pregnant. You escape accountability. Like, this is crazy, man.
You're not on me. Your way of how you do things with your mom? Who?
Why?
Who? Him or me? What do we say on the podcast?
All right.
I know you guys.
Give it 1 second, ladies. This is hilarious.
Now, this is where Fresh tries to absolve himself. What do you say on the podcast? My nigga, you heard Myron in the last clip. You're useless. You don't say shit. All you do is agree with everything Myron says. Therefore, you're agreeing to the points that he purports in the structure that men are supposed to operate under, and you don't operate under any of them. So what are we doing out here? Talking about what do you say? My nigga, you say nothing. Shout out to Lee with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Lee says these are grown men in their 30s intimidating 19-year-olds on college campus. Get off the campus. I'm proud that this 19-year-old and this guy is living in reality. I'm proud of this 19-year-old and this guy's living in reality. That's facts. That's facts, Lee. Shout out to Lee with the $5. Listen, why are these motherfuckers on a college campus? What are these guys doing? These guys always talk about, oh, every year a new chick turns 18 on some fucking team pedo shit. But these guys are on college. What are these guys doing? And then you want to get tough with a 19-year-old talking about, oh, fans always say X, Y, and Z online, but when they're seeing him in real, he's 19. This is a 19-year-old kid on college campus. Myron's like, what, 35? What are we doing out here?
That's him, not me. See, you're confusing what he says to what I say. I say I do whatever. Hold on. You're
fresh, you're fit, right?
We're different.
Yeah,
people,
we have
right?
different opinions.
So what's your point?
That you have the same podcast. The podcast that if one of you say automatically goes to the other person.
Not really. We have different viewpoints.
But it's the brand.
He's Arabic, I'm black.
Okay. We got different opinions, bro.
What?
The podcast that if one of you say automatically goes to the other person.
Not really. We have different viewpoints.
But it's the brand.
He's Arabic, I'm black.
Okay. We got different opinions, bro.
Yeah, no.
I'm Christian. What's your point?
Different views, bro.
Wait, 1 second. I'm saying that whatever he says about your both brand applies to you as well.
Yes.
Associate.
It does. All the shit is applicable. When Myron sits there and he cooks these motherfuckers, oh, you're fat, you're lazy, you're playing video games, you don't work out, you're drinking liquor, you're going to the club, spending money, blah, blah, blah. That applies to Chris. That applies to Mo. That applies to Fresh. All them niggas is fat as shit. All them niggas don't work out regularly. I think Mo's trying to lose weight, but he's still fat as shit. All these messages apply to these guys, and they act like it doesn't. And Myron's just sitting there just like, come on, man, what are we doing out here?
We see this all the time with every other people. We see
so hold on. Two people that are debating, that are on the same side, can have different opinions?
They can, but I'm saying what he's...
I'm sorry. Once again, two people on the same side debating. They can't have different opinions. When you have different opinions and you're debating the same point, wouldn't it look bad if you're not a representation of the things that you're purporting? Oh, men should be this, men should be this, men should be this. That's your standard. That's your point, your debate. Myron's saying all these statements. You're saying yes, yes, yes. Sometimes you're quiet. Other times you're agreeing. How are you absolved of these things?
Says goes to your parent company and your parent opinion or parent position.
Listen, bro. I don't know who you are. Hold.
Now, this is their key right here. Crystal.L, shout out to you. When one of their fans criticized them, then he hasn't watched the podcast before. What a stupid excuse to deflect from accountability. They always say that shit. Oh, you haven't watched the show. Oh, you don't watch the podcast. Oh, you only watch this. Oh, you only watch after hours. Oh, it's always an excuse. Always an excuse. You literally have to play footage and put footage next to each other to show the contradictions. You said this here and then you said this here. Video after video. And then they get caught dead to rights. They can't wiggle and weasel their way out of it. It's pathetic. People keep saying he's not a fan, he's a Reddit. He watches the motherfucking show. Fan or not, if you watch my show and you're familiar with my content, you have a right to start, giving your opinion on whatever the fuck you think that I say. You don't got to be a die-hard supporter. You don't got to be subscribed to the Rumble for $35. You don't got to be doing all that. Like, come on, what are we doing out here?
Doesn't matter, I'm 19. Okay, listen. You got a lot to learn, bro. I'm going to say this straight up. How old are you?
I'm 34. You're 19. You're a kid, bro. You're a kid.
Whatever you do with her, is your business.
You're a kid.
What I do with my mom is my business. All right? The podcast is a different story. How old are you, too? I'm 31. Hurting you because you want to talk about dumb shit.
And then they cut it off there. This was a live stream, live on campus, IRL, and then it just randomly cut off there. So they're talking about he did this, he did that, but why did it just randomly cut off? Where's the rest? I'm getting rich. Shout out to Mystic Muff with the $5 super chat. I fail to see what this has to do with Duke LT. You're looking desperate. Here's some struggle change, and we know you need some views. Yeah, thank you for the views. Thank you for the struggle change, too. Next time, do 20. I'm getting rich. When people are late to the show and they just say stuff, listen, man. Duke took Fresh's leftovers, who happened to be a toot. So what are we talking about? Duke has nothing to do with the stream? That's annoying. I shouldn't have done that.
Dating prostitute and brought it to your mother. Do you need water?
Yeah, please.
Baby, you get us some water?
Oh, somebody! Oh.
Yeah. So when this 19-year-old cooks Fresh, talking about you're bringing a prostitute home to your mother, this same woman that he's talking about that was brought home to his mother, Duke brought home to get served by his woman. His woman was serving this woman. 4 days up in his crib. 4 days.
Oh, my God.
Why are we talking about Duke? Because Duke's pussy ass had Base God dox me in his goddamn Discord because he's a hoe-ass nigga. Hoe-ass nigga. Who in the fuck has your dusty ass... Oh, we're IT 20 minutes. So you're doxing niggas in your Discord? You bitch-ass nigga. So you're ducking smoke. You don't want no problems whatsoever. You hoe-ass nigga. And then you're doxing folks in the Discord? So yeah, Duke's going to be in the motherfucking thumbnail. We're going to remind Duke that he crashed out over some dusty 304 that finesse Fresh. Come on, man. You trying to shoot down these niggas' messages and you're falling for the same thoughts? Pedestalizing her, having your crib for 4 days? She knows everything about you. That's why you're scared to say anything or keep it real. So you're doxing me in your Discord? Pathetic. See, this is the funny thing. The more you know, the more you shut the fuck up and the more you hide. Dox all you want. Find all the information you want. That's why this nigga's a hider. That's why he's ducking and hiding and shit. He don't want no smoke. Pussy ass nigga. I'll call him a pussy every goddamn day on this show. And all he has to say is...
I respect LTTV. If he wants to smoke me, let him smoke me.
Yep.
Oh, somebody! Oh, he needs some milk.
Clown ass nigga. Wearing that Temu turban. It's pathetic out here. Filthy work. Duke talking about Myron's hair. At least Myron could afford the goddamn surgery. Duke, where your hair at?
Oh, somebody! Oh, he needs some milk.
Duke can't take off that turban.
Survey said.
Yep.
You are miserable.
Can't, bruh. He can't. He's ducking all the smoke. He's ducking all the smoke. Listen, I'm going to have a UFC fighter who just handled his business on an interview soon. Brother Jumbie's going to supply that. Let's get it. Shout out to Brother Jumbie. We're going to have gyms available. We're going to have everything available. You want to dox niggas in your Discord? You can't duck smoke. All this the sinners. Come on, man. Well, there's a lot to react to. Let's just be patient, y'all. Let's just be patient.
Okay, bro, that's fine. That's fine. I don't care. That's fine.
What? You weren't dating anyone seriously. You were bringing them in front of your mother, right?
He's trying to.
You were bringing women you weren't dating seriously.
Speak up, bro. Speak up.
You were dating women you weren't. You were bringing women.
This man's saying speak up when you can hear him. You're just not putting the mic into the mouth so the rest of the audience can hear him the same volume.
You weren't dating seriously in front of your mother. I miss.
We heard this already.
Who?
Why?
Who? Him or me? What do we say on the podcast?
All right.
I know you guys.
Here 1 second, ladies. This is hilarious.
That's him, not me. See, you're confusing what he says to what I say. I say I do whatever. Hold on. You're
fresh, you're fit, right?
We're different.
Yeah, we have
right?
different opinions.
So what's your point?
That you have the same podcast. The podcast that if one of you say automatically goes to the other person.
Not really. We have different viewpoints.
But
Mystic Muff, you're a Duke fan. Go into Discord. You're familiar with what's going on in the Discord. Stop acting a damn fool. You know exactly what was going on. That's why I aired y'all out in the fucking community post before I deleted it, because y'all like to report the community post. And then you had dumbass Gray Pill talking about, oh, LT, he doxed what's his name? E Black, so it's all good. He doxed him, so it's revenge type of shit. I'm like, I didn't dox E Black, his wife did. His wife wrote an article about him, about how weak of a man he was, and he was crying when she came back talking about, oh, she failed the bar, and blah, 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 and she was suicidal. And then Fatty brought that shit up. Listen, y'all don't want to be accountable for the shit that y'all did. His wife aired him out. His wife put his name out there. I didn't even say his whole goddamn name. I repeated his first name, and that was already doxed. How the fuck do I know his name? Because your wife put out that article because you're a weak, pathetic fool? Yeah. These internet cowards think that I'm fucking with them. I will step on all you niggas. All you little niggas. Your wife, listen, E Black's wife wrote an article. This is where that little nigga, Daryl Long went in, he ethered E Black, brought up the article. E Black's name was in there, his full name, not just his first name that I repeated in his chat. His full name that was already out there. I don't dox nobody. I don't know these niggas from a hole in the wall. I'm not doing backwards research on these motherfuckers to find out their dusty life. I don't care. I said that Duke had base God in his Discord. Dox me. Duke let that shit fly. He didn't delete that shit. He let the world see that shit, and then he had Gray Pill doubling down, making excuses for it, talking about I dox. Nope. Duke is a serial doxer. That's what they do. I don't dox people. These guys are no-name brands. I don't give a fuck about these folks. Now, the more you find out, the more you run. Good luck. Good luck with all the information you find out when you dox, because that's what happens. Niggas find out, it's not really like that. It's not just these YouTube games. So the more you run. Come on, man. Gray Pill is a cornball. Gray Pill forgot that he already got doxed by the fat white chick. He was sleeping on her couch, dusting it up. That was the whole thing where Moxie was about to expose that shit, and we hid that shit from y'all. We're like, oh, y'all don't need to see this. Gray Pill's a dusty ass nigga. Y'all already know. Y'all don't need to know the truth. Y'all don't know how deep it needs to go, pause. But come on, man. These guys are not the type of folks to ever talk to me. Bunch of dusty ass nobodies.
It's the brand.
He's Arabic, I'm black.
Okay. We got different opinions, bro.
Yeah, no.
We got Christian. What's your point?
Different views, bro.
Wait, 1 second. I'm saying that whatever he says about your both brand applies to you as well, because you associate with him. We see this all the time with every other people. We see
so hold on. Two people that are debating, that are on the same side, can have different opinions?
They can, but I'm saying what he says.
At the end of the day, y'all, Kendrick Lamar stole my shit. At the end of the day, y'all, I was the first one exposing the pedos. He just had a better bar, a better song, more clout, and he exposed a bigger pedo. But I did this shit first. I called out these fucking filthy ass niggas talking about 12-year-olds. I did that shit first, man. Come on, man.
Goes to your parent company and your parent opinion. parent position.
Listen, bro. I don't know how old you are. How old are you?
Doesn't matter. I'm 19.
Okay,
Bruh.
listen.
But for the record, if she's 16 and she's legal, yeah, I'll marry her. What's your next question?
will. So
Yeah.
you will. So
Wait. Hold on. She's legal.
They're married at 12. Like 20-year-olds with 12-year-olds.
Because they all predators. Because they all predators.
I
do believe Fatty, if the legal age of consent was 12, he definitely entertained it.
But I
Yes,
believe
absolutely.
that in
So
those
that means,
cultures, those
like-
men are predators.
Bro,
you like 16-year-old girls. I don't want to talk to you.
That's fine.
Hey, Lee, they tried to kill me over you, 16-year-old
Lee.
girls, bro. I'm not talking to you after that conversation. Matter of fact, you like 12-year-old girls.
I don't share spaces with pedophiles. I'll
That's
talk
fine.
to y'all later.
So they're married at 12. Like 20-year-olds with 12-year-olds.
Because they all predators. Because they all predators.
No,
I
no,
actually
no.
do believe Fatty,
It's a
if
culture.
the legal age of consent was 12, he definitely entertained it.
But I
Yes,
believe
absolutely.
that in
So
those
that means,
cultures, those
like-
men are predators.
But for the record, if she's 16 and she's legal, yeah, I'll marry her. What's your next
you
question?
will. So
Yeah.
you will. So
Wait. Hold on. She's legal.
Here is my name, Claudio Rafael Silva Landim. My full name.
FBI, open up! Come on out, you rapist!
I just have to remind y'all. Whenever y'all want to just play these foolish ass games with me, I remind y'all who the fuck y'all are. Now continue with the doxing. Pull up whatever y'all want about me. Because y'all are a bunch of filthy pedos, man. What are we doing out here? What the fuck are we doing out here?
You got a lot to learn, bro. I'm gonna say this straight up.
How old are you?
I'm 34. You're 19.
Once again, you're 34. He's 19. Why are you on a college campus?
You're a kid, bro. You're a kid.
You're a kid, 19. You hear that? When it's a dude, and it's a 19-year-old kid, they're a kid. When it's a 19-year-old girl, oh, she's a grown woman. Oh yeah, these 50-year-old guys, they could be porking these 19 and 18-year-olds. They're grown. It's like, bro, what's going on here? This is why I gave Ray J credit, although Ray J was crashing out. Ray J stood up to Fresh on the podcast when Fresh was campaigning for 50-year-olds to be fucking with 18 and 19-year-olds. Talking about their grown adults, their X, Y, and Z. It's like, bro, they're 18, 19. You know they're goddamn kids. In relation to a 20-year-old dude dealing with that, who the fuck cares? But when you're damn near 40, 50, what are we doing out here?
Her, it's your business.
You're a kid.
What is my mom is my business.
That's
All
fine.
right? The podcast is a different story.
How old are you two?
I'm 31. Are you niggas because you want to talk about dumb shit? Anyhow.
It's funny when you actually like confront haters to their face, they switch up. Like they're not really on none of this like same tough guy shit on the internet. So they never do.
We have different opinions, so.
Bro. Okay.
Anyhow, the game is pretty much.
I see.
No, because
We're
I
in
can't
our
tell you
own
where you
pace.
were. I can't tell you if you were
Yeah, but
up
you can
there where
well, how
I
do,
am or if
I
you
tell
were
you
down
this though.
here.
You saying you can't say where I was,
Yes.
but I have
I
a
can't
feeling
speak for you.
I have a feeling that I was ahead.
Mm.
I have a feeling that I was ahead.
Mm.
So you're 9. We said, what do you do for a living? Are you running a business?
No.
No. Okay, so there's that.
Mhm.
Are you at an elite university?
Yes.
Okay, what elite university are you at? What's it called?
UCLA.
UCLA. Okay, cool. Great. So you're currently a full-time enrolled student at University of California, Los Angeles.
Yes.
Okay, from Las Vegas. That's amazing. Okay, cool. So let's take that as true. When I was 19, what year are you in college?
What year did I start?
What is your current year? Are you a sophomore, junior, freshman?
What the hell was that?
Now, what are we watching? Fresh and Fit have been demonetized. They're talking about they're no longer streaming on YouTube, although they streamed a day ago, and they're talking about they have their most important political debate upcoming stream. I don't get it. They're always faking the funk about quitting YouTube, and then a second later, they're right back in here. I don't get it, but nonetheless, they're demonetized. They got nowhere to go. So who do we got here? We got the Saint and the Sinner. The Saint and the Sinner is trying to be the new Fresh and Fit. The new layout, the new design, the new show format, the same shitting on women for no reason. This is a 19-year-old college woman, college girl, college chick. It is what it is. 19-year-old. What are we doing out here? This guy is what, 40 years old? What? Let's get into this, y'all.
Senior.
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore. Okay, great. And that can make sense because you start at 18 as a freshman,
Yes.
and then at 19 you're a sophomore. So when I was 19,
Mhm.
I went to the University of California, Berkeley, which is always ranked higher than UCLA. That's number
Mm-hmm.
one. And also when I was 18, I was a junior. So at 19, I would be a senior.
Mhm.
So I was ahead of you in both cases.
Okay.
We don't care.
Let me tell you. We don't care.
Now, for some odd reason, this bald guy feels the need to compare himself to this 19-year-old college chick.
You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to high five me.
Oh.
You ain't got to high five me.
I'm sorry. I thought you wanted a cookie.
No, but what I'm
Now, exactly. Thought you wanted a cookie. It's like, what do you want, a medal, my nigga? You were ahead of her at the same age. What the hell are we doing out here?
explaining to you is that into a fight without figuring out who you're fighting. See, I never said we were debating because you're not qualified to debate me. It wouldn't even be fair or considerate of me to try to debate you, a 19-year-old girl. Even if you were a virtuoso or a genius of some sort, it still wouldn't be fair because experience would outperform you. So
I agree with that.
Right.
100%.
But in addition to experience, I also have superior IQ.
She said that she agreed with that. You have all this experience. Listen, when you do a show full time and you're constantly on these airways, you have a different level of comfortability to get into whatever diatribe or soliloquy you want to get into. A lot of the times when you're new on air, you're like a deer in headlights. You're like, oh shit, it's recording. I say the wrong thing. I'm fucking up. Everyone's seeing this in perpetuity. So there's a level of nervousness when it comes to being new when it comes to the entertainment business. Everyone thinks it's so easy because they see their favorite person just turn on their live and do it relatively easy. But it's not simple for most people, especially pre-records. Pre-records for some reason get in people's heads. Now, they're drinking as well. Same structure as Fresh and Fit. They get a lot of these young girls, 19-year-old girls, drunk, and then they have them live on air to perform.
So why would you think that you could come on A and debate and then B win? Yes. And I also think you're lying about being a full-time student at UCLA, but I'm going to let that go. I'm going to let that go. And the reason I'm letting that go is because women tend to lie when you put them under pressure. And here's the thing. I don't think that we need to put women under pressure. That's not where you guys perform well under pressure. Men perform very well under pressure. That's
I don't even know what these.
That's why we have the tough jobs. Firemen, military, all those dangerous jobs. We have them because we perform well under pressure. You guys crack under pressure, start lying and making up things that don't make sense. You literally told me you're a full.
Why was there a jump cut there? This is his video. And men choose certain physical jobs because it's a choice, and women choose other jobs because they choose to deviate from those jobs. Why would they want to do strenuous physical labor when they don't need to? There's a lot of pressure-filled jobs with both genders. They make all these dumbass arguments to just hate and shit on women. I don't understand it.
I'm UCLA student, but you're not enrolled in UCLA.
How much do you want to bet?
Okay, we can bet right now. Watch this. I'm going to send an email to your UCLA email address, and it's about to either get undelivered or bounce back. We can test this out right now. Here, go ahead, pop in your UCLA email address.
Now, sadly, this woman does not, or this girl, she doesn't have a UCLA email address, and she doesn't actually attend UCLA. She changes her story and says she attends UNLV. And she doesn't even know what UCLA stands for, although Marquette said what it stood for earlier in the show. So she's clearly drunk. She's clearly not really qualified to have these conversations. But it's niggas like this that take advantage of situations like this.
Okay. I just want to say that we all got to acknowledge the fact that the roles that women and men have nowadays have been very up. So anything we say coming from generations of those up,
right.
I'm gonna say like
the lost
morals,
generation. Yeah,
right.
for real, yeah.
We gotta think about what's really normal versus what we're being taught. Like, yes, we're being taught to be a boss and to make money, but as a female, you can go get that money, but that will make you miss out on a lot of things you're supposed to really be doing for God. Like, God made you have all these jobs, and you're gonna miss out on it being a part of this generation. And it's just the fact, like I could be a baller out here, but
okay.
It ain't gonna be.
I'm obviously not gonna expose your email address, but I am gonna just explain the nature of your email address. So
this is what it comes down to, man. It's like these guys just want to shit on women so badly. It's like, just go be gay in peace, bruh. Like, I don't understand this shit.
Oh, her email address reads. You said .com?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is how we know she's lying. We're gonna have to make a clip of this. I asked her for her UCLA email address. Everyone who's went to any university, especially the UC system, which is where I went, you know that email addresses don't end in .com for students. What do they end in? .edu. Bingo. Bang.
We don't care.
Let me tell you. We don't care.
He's looking for any angle to shit on this woman. I don't understand. That's what they do. They bring them on this show to just shit on them. And what is the premise of the conversation? What did we come here prepared to watch? What was the discussion that was prepared for us to witness right now? Does she go to this school or that school? That was the premise of the conversation. We're going to argue it, and then she's trying to substantiate which school she goes to. That's the entire production?
Bang. They end in .edu. So she has now been officially busted as lying about being a student. I wasn't going to bust her out, but I told her she was going easy on me. Then I was like, okay, well, I'm going easy on you, so I guess we might as well turn it up. Then if you going easy, I want all the smoke. We going to turn it up.
Now, see, this is why I have a problem with this. Lee says, I hope he doesn't clip this to embarrass her. He did. He absolutely clipped it to embarrass her. You want to know what it was titled? Hold up, chat. This is what he titled it. Brain Dead 304 gets caught lying about going to college. Brain Dead 304. So what he is doing now, he's farming content based off of this one live stream. He has several clips calling her Brain Dead 304, dumb thought, dumb this, X, Y, and Z. He is taking over the reins of Fresh and Fit now. He's trying to be the new guy while being monetized.
Furthermore, your email addresses are also...
Your own email as a...
No, actually, your email addresses are pre-populated in the UC system.
Yes.
They use a combination of numbers, letters, and your first and last name. So this email address she put is some numbers at students.com. Am I wrong? It says numbers at students.com. That's crazy, though. So the thing is, you don't have to lie to kick it.
No, it's not.
You don't got to lie to kick
I
it.
don't care to kick it.
You don't got to lie to kick it.
My nigga, tell that to Fresh. Tell that to Fresh and the shit that they do in the Red Pill. Just be lying. Oh, we do what we want when they get caught in the hypocrisy. It's crazy.
You realize that everyone who's going to watch this on the back end, they see you like making up fake email addresses instead of just saying, you're right, Marquette. I want to be honest. I'm not a University of California, Los Angeles student. I don't go to UCLA.
Angeles.
She said UCLA, right?
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
No, I swear to God. But
Okay, so now she's saying UNLV, but what did she type in there?
UCLA.
UCLA. That's
Yes.
crazy.
Because you have
So
me
here's the
thinking
thing.
UCLA because you said that at first.
Nah.
I said UNLV.
All I'm saying is that
And then you said
So you can't-
University
you
of
can-
Los Angeles, and you were like, "Oh, my bad, Nevada."
so you can
No, clear. She's drunk. Clearly, she's drunk because she said UCLA, and then he said the University of California, Los Angeles. He said what the acronym stood for, and then he said, "Oh, go to UCLA, but you're in Las Vegas. You should have went to UNLV." So he was right about that. But the fact that he's just using this to cook her and embarrass her, that's what the premise of these shows are. But she's definitely wrong and drunk.
came in very aggressive, and I look at you, you're a sweet young lady. I'm just cool and we vibing, we having a nice little low-key show, and then you said the word debate. I never considered it a debate. I didn't bring you here to debate. I never told you, hey, I'm inviting you to a debate. I didn't want to get at you like that. You came in here turning up, and so it's like you brought that onto yourself, but that's
All right, y'all. I'm confused here. What is the legal drinking age in America? It's 19 in Canada. What is it in America? It's 21, right? You got to be 21 to drink in America. So you have a 19-year-old drunk in your premises. This is your studio. You will be liable for this. You have an underage drinker in your studio, bro. What are we doing out here? This predatory behavior with these folks, man.
It's not the energy of this show. Like, you see my viral clips, but what you probably don't notice on the background is none of those viral clips have this background. It doesn't say Marquette Devon. That's when I'm a guest on other shows.
Yeah.
And I've been brought in there to, you know, catch bodies. You heard me? So I was trying to vibe with you, but you're just so turned up.
Okay, it's 18 in some states. I'm guessing Vegas is one of them states. Yikes.
Stay off the weed.
Yeah, I should have checked that before I said that. What is Vegas? What is Vegas, y'all? Why am I asking y'all? I should have been prepared, y'all. Fuck am I doing out here? Hold up. Yep. Never mind. I could continue smoking. We were right. 21 and up. 21 and up. What is this guy doing? Damn, man. She's a child drinking. 2 years away from hitting that legal age. You have her in your studios. And you acknowledge that she's been turning up. You acknowledge that she's been drinking, bro. It's not a good look.
No, I took this as like you're debating with me because you started the debate. As soon as I said what I said, you
That makes it a debate if we don't agree. It's a debate.
Yes, because you disagree with my opinion. Not necessarily because you disagree with my
Right.
opinion, because you had a debate to, offer you.
No, I don't know.
You debated your opinion.
Well, it's not a debate if you have a difference of opinion or if you go back and forth questioning folks. That doesn't make it a debate. You might, in fact, just be sharing knowledge. You might be building. Like,
Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him. Okay.
Yo, why do y'all do this shit? Yo, what's wrong with the chat, bro? Why do y'all do this? Y'all like trolling me? Y'all like trolling me? The fuck, bro? Come on, man.
for example, as I said before, your boy didn't even know that a pickle was not a vegetable, right? So like we're all ignorant at a certain level.
Yeah.
And as you go back in conversation, you build on knowledge together. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a debate if you disagree, because you might say something and I'm like, you know what? I didn't think of it like that. Meaning I didn't think of it from the perspective of a younger person. I didn't think of it from the perspective of a woman. I didn't think of it from the perspective of a thought. I'm fucking with you. But the point is that I'm open to.
Chat, look at her face the entire time.
Younger person. I didn't think of it from the perspective of a woman. I didn't think of it from the perspective of a thought. I'm fucking with you. But the point.
She's just like,
hell no. Trash ass nigga.
Drunk and all. I don't know why these guys love to do that shit. This is a 19-year-old girl. You're talking about thought this, thought. Why do y'all do that? Called her a brain dead 304. Unnecessary.
Think of it from the perspective of a younger person. I didn't think of it from the perspective of a woman. I didn't think of it from the perspective of a thought. I'm fucking with you. But the point is that I'm open to learn. And like, for example, if you say something that is correct, I'm not going to lie and say it's not correct. And if you point at something that I said that maybe I lied or I exaggerated, I'm willing to back down off of it instead of like stick to the wrong thing.
Yeah, Duke. Like this filthy work, bro. Even this guy, who you call sus Marquard, which will be applicable. This guy's a fish. But nonetheless, man, even he could say he can acknowledge when the fuck he's wrong. If it's like, come on, man, what are we doing out here? Filthy.
Because I'm confident enough and mature enough to correct my errors.
Even him. Bro, come on, man. But the thing is, he should have led with this more mature level of conversation before trying to shit on her and tell her that she's not qualified and he's better than her in every way. And at 19, he was doing X, Y, and Z. It was just a bunch of filthy work, man.
Oh, yes. The camera loves your nastiness.
Said that maybe I lied or I exaggerated, I'm willing to back down off of it instead of like stick to the wrong thing. Because I'm confident enough and mature enough to correct my errors. But you are still developing in that, and instead of taking the opportunity to correct that you lied about being a full-time UCLA student, the only reason you did that is because I said we're not on the same level, which is clear as day. We're not on the same level. but you wanted to make it seem like you were on my level, and that's the mark of an unruly woman, is that she wants to be on the level of a man and she wants to compete with a man. And in your case,
she said you can have that. I agree with you. She didn't try to compete at all. What the hell is this guy talking about? That's what they love to do. These motherfucking shows, they just love to try to force that argument with these women.
Competing took on the form of debating.
But I said, as I quote, I am no one to say that I am on your level and stuff. I don't know what level you were on. I am a diabetic. I get no. This goes on to I swear to God, this goes on to the. I swear to God, I received medical help from UCLA, but I really don't remember saying UCLA at first. I'm sure I said UNLV.
Okay, so
I go to UNLV.
I want you to know that this is legendary because there have been times in the past where a chick was on a podcast and you know, instead of just coming clean, being honest, upfront, reasonable.
But who are you to tell me?
And instead of doing that, Shorty was like, I'm a PhD. But now you didn't change it up to I'm diabetic.
Bro, this is a 19-year-old diabetic drunk girl on the podcast.
Has nothing, and I do mean nothing, to do with this. That's like me right now being like, I shaved my left nut yesterday. It's like, bro, what in the...
Bro, you're interviewing a child, a 19-year-old child who is drunk. She ain't supposed to be drunk at 19 in Las Vegas. Not in your premises. You're responsible for that. Drunk, all right? And she's 19. She's on air. He's not talking off air, having a normal conversation where all her facilities are intact. It's not that. You're on air.
But
that's how crazy that was.
I received medical help from that institution.
And I get massages at the Wynn Resort. Yeah, so what does that have to do with this?
Because I'm pretty sure you're the first one that said of Los Angeles and stuff like that. So that got in my head.
I got that from you because you said UCLA, and UCLA stands for what?
University of Los Angeles.
Oh, okay, that's amazing. UCLA stands for what?
University of Los Angeles. Listen. No, because y'all trying to play with me.
UCLA stands for what?
It's like, listen, she's drunk and she should know this if she receives her diabetes treatment from UCLA. She should know this. But moments like this are used to embarrass another person on air. That's what they do. This is completely unnecessary. You damn well know she don't know the damn meaning. You just tell her. Just tell the man.
University.
Rachel, stop laughing. That's your friend. Rachel, that's your friend. Quit laughing. That's your friend.
California State. No, one of those, but yeah.
Would this be what ladies?
Yeah, see, this is cringe, man. Someone said kids say the darnest things. Jesus Christ.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Random University with the $5 super chat. Yo, what the hell is this on my screen? Random University says, these dudes are always having a midlife crisis, constantly chasing coochie they never got in the past. This dude is not humble, only a sinner and a liar. That's facts. That's facts, man. These motherfuckers missed out on the prime years. That's what it comes down to, and they're just trying to relive those years and shit on the women that they didn't get at that age. It's so bizarre. I don't understand it. But so much folks click into this shit because they hate the results. They hate the results. It's bad, man. And somebody said there was a definition on this show talking about the definition of blue pill, and they're talking about and red pill, and they're talking about the blue pill people are the people that understand or that are in denial that feminism has ruined the dating option and it's women's fault, and that's blue pill. That's being blue pill, and being red pill is acknowledging that women and feminism is ruining the men's dating options and the reason why men are so miserable. And I'm like, wow, that's how you guys define it. Like, so you guys are just blaming women for your lack of dating options because you guys can't get the women you want. You don't want to do any self-reflection because if other folks are getting the women and y'all are crying about them, how is it the women's fault? Ain't it yours? I don't understand these dusty ass motherfuckers.
Would this perhaps be a good time to say, I don't know? Would this be a good time to say, Marquette? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Right. But that's the thing about women is that a good woman is not prideful, and you're so prideful that you just refuse to say, I don't know. And you know what? All the time, we don't know. We're just human beings, just like me. Do I think I look good not knowing that a pickle is not an actual vegetable? No, that doesn't look good. That doesn't make me look smarter, but I'm wise enough to know that that also doesn't make me look dumber. It's just I'm a human being. There's just some things I don't know. And there's some people who have experiences, and because of that, they know more things than I know, right? And I think that when we're arrogant, we think that, you know, we always got to be the big deal. And at 19, that's crazy work to think that you like really about to debate the big homie. That's insane. Like you sitting behind with a statue of himself, Like you not a
stick together.
Pause. Now, there's a reason why I'm pausing this. Let me move the chat and let me show you this statue that he says he has a statue of himself. Let's look at this, man. Hold up, chat. Whoops, wrong text. Hold up, I'm struggling out here. Where the fuck chat at, man? Where the chat at? There we go. You see this statue? What part of this statue is him? Can y'all zoom in? I can't even zoom in because it's a video, not a picture. This don't look like him. This looks like any generic bald white man. This don't look like him at all. They didn't even paint in and get some color melanin to the goddamn. What are we doing out here? A statue of your. This ain't you.
about to win that debate. What does it cost to have someone sculpt this from hand to look like you?
Only you would know.
What does it cost to have it done in marble?
Only you would.
We don't care.
Let me tell you. We don't care.
Girl's like, only you would know. Who the fuck cares, bro? This guy really thinks he did something. Oh, I got it. That always trips me out. This guy's like, he really thinks he did something. Oh, I got a statue of myself that don't even look like you, but you got a statue of your, like, what? Even if it did look like him, it was spot on. What the fuck does that do? You got a statue of yourself in your cabinet. Nobody identifies with it. It's not like a Nicki Minaj statue at Madame whatever that shit was called. You know that one they butchered and made her look like an Asian woman? He don't got one of those. Like, come on, man. What are we doing out here? This ain't Shaq in front of the Staples Center. This ain't one of them trophies. It's a self-made. Come on, what is this, man?
In Italy.
Only you would know.
Right.
You got it done.
This from hand to look like you.
Only you would know.
What does it cost to have it done in marble?
Only you would
in
know.
Italy.
We don't care.
Let me tell you. We don't care.
Only you would know.
Right.
You got it done.
Yeah. So when you figure that out, then we probably be closer to the same level.
Mm-hmm.
This is pathetic. When you figure that out, we'll be closer to the same level. Well, what do you even say to that shit? Shout out to Jay the Informant.
I'm getting rich.
With the 11 months chat pass membership. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the members.
I'm getting rich.
Let's get it.
Carrying on.
I'm not even ready.
Shout out to Jabari. He writes, sent a question via PayPal saying, I got you.
Now, we don't care about your goddamn super chats.
We don't care.
Let me tell you. We don't care.
Get into my super chat. Shout out to Jay the Informant with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Jay the Informant says, come on, LTTV. The student graduated from FDMG. That's why it doesn't look like him. Let a pimp play. The art department needs more donations. Hey, yo, the FDMG school. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. We're going to have to detour from this live for a second. We have 5 minutes left in this video review, but we got to speak about the FDMG Academy. I am seriously concerned about the FDMG Academy. I seen a video but we might have to react to. It has mold on the outside windows. Folks went up there in person to review the school. It's molding. That shit ain't never going to open. Like, what is Umar doing, y'all? This nigga's just taking your... You know what, y'all? Y'all hit my super chat. Hit the Cash App. Hit the PayPal. That shit's going straight to my pocket. I ain't finessing y'all. I ain't opening a school. That's going to me. At least y'all know where the money going. At least y'all know where the money going. It's going to me.
hit the super chat. We are going to ban people today, so we are getting rid of all you guys. So if you want to come out and be disrespectful, you gotta go.
I don't get it.
We need to work. We need to be more focused on these donations.
Where are the donations going? He gave us an update about a year ago talking about the school. The gym is painted over. We're getting the black colors all through the gym. He's talking about we just got the HVAC fix. We're about to open it up. Pause. And then we see mold on the outside. Now we're going to have another excuse. We're going to have oh, this is bad, man. This is so bad. Shout out to everybody that donated to the FDMG Academy. It's never opening. I have no faith in that shit. That shit's done.
From God!
That shit ain't ever opening, man. Holy.
Right here. What we have. Oh, yeah, because she was taking so long to write her fake email address that doesn't exist. Shout out to Hector. He writes, it's a shame that most girls that look like Shorty to your right. Bro, y'all listen.
What the fuck happened there?
Now, how do you feel when cats are making it seem like the only thing?
Okay, so that cut out for some weird reason. I don't know what happened. Maybe that was my editor. Maybe it was his show. Nonetheless, this is the same format as Fresh and Fit. You bring these women on the panel, get them drunk, make them look stupid, and have these women hating incels in the chat spending money to pile on an insult so that other people can laugh at them. Oh, look at this dumb bird, this 304, this blah, blah, blah. It's like, come on, man.
Making it seem like the only thing in you is that, like, how do you feel about that?
Now, Calvin.
Survey said
He's not. He is not in jail. Floyd is. We're not gonna be spreading that fake news in the chat. He ain't there. He's out. We just got word from him the other day. He's just chilling. He did not upload for a while because he has no content. And his last live stream he spoke about, he has nothing to talk about. So that's where Floyd's at. I'll show you where Floyd's at in a second, y'all.
Well, first, let me go on by saying 19 years old, but with my short time of living, that comes with experience. So regardless of your age and stuff like that, I feel like if you have the experience, then, experience comes with knowledge naturally. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree. I think that experience is just time passing. It's like the same things on repeat. And like, for example, I used to hustle.
Bro just said experience is just time passing. Wait, what? So if you have 5 years experience working in a job field, don't you think that's better to hire somebody with 5 years experience than somebody that just has no experience? When you think the 5-year experience would have a lot more knowledge and more insight in a field than somebody that has zero experience? That's kind of crazy.
Downtown LA, I don't know if you've ever been to Skid Row. And a lot of those people have a lot of experience. But I think their ability to make decisions today or in their old age is still not very good despite having a lot of experience.
Yeah.
So homeless people on Skid Row who are a certain age, because their experience resulted in them being homeless, what percentage of what kind of argument is that? What kind of argument is that? I don't even know where to begin.
Okay, but I want to go on by saying again, I'm not a liar. Yes, I do go to that school. Yes, I am.
Wait, you do go to that school?
Yes.
Which one?
UCL. UCL. See? Oh my God.
That's crazy.
UNLV. Yes.
Oh, now you go to UNLV.
Okay.
I still don't know what school
That's
you go
amazing.
to.
That's what's up.
See, hey. She was saying before. This is why she was saying.
What was she saying before? Go ahead, Rachel. What you need to tell us?
No, it's not nothing.
Go ahead, Rachel.
I say about the. I don't know what you're talking.
Yo, shout out to Alessandro who just got Boss University. You can get Boss University at school.
Yeah.
At school.com/Marquette. Shout out to hef.com. He writes, what percentage of Vegas chicks behave like Eve? You think he's talking about you or are you talking about actual Eve?
I'm not.
What kind of chick are you?
My own. My own.
Where'd you grow up at?
Lancaster, California.
You grew up in Lancaster?
You know what
that is nasty. It's nasty.
Why would you say that?
Explains a lot.
Where
That
did you
explains
grow
a
up
lot.
at? No, that actually doesn't.
Stop.
No, I was homeschooled my whole high school.
You was homeschooled?
Yes.
Yo, T.
What?
Look at the evil.
I'm trying
Look
to
at
find
the
a
evil
joke.
right here. Look at the evil. Shorty looked at me like, nigga, I kill you. That's crazy. Where did you grow up at, Rachel?
Lancaster.
Oh, my Lord. This explains so much. Where'd you grow up at? Where'd you go to high school?
I grew up here in Las Vegas.
That's what's up. You're a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
For real, though. Shit, Vegas is not a game. You heard
It's
me?
not a game out here, especially when you're young.
She's from Lancaster. For those who don't know, check this out. If you live in Cali, it's really only two places to be, from the bottom or the top. You dig? Either you from the top, which is to say the Yay area, or you from down south, like basically Los Angeles area, Bompton, all those places that matter. But if your money ain't right or your parents is turbo weird, your ass might end up in Bakersfield or some shit like that, which is basically like the meth capital of California. Or you might end up in Lancaster. Lancaster is so damn far. Like, we heard of niggas in Lancaster, but we just never wanted to drive that damn far. Okay? So if y'all wonder why shit kind of off with Shorty, she basically grew up in like the Kentucky of California, where people sleep with their cousins and they don't have access to dentists and things like that. That's kind of what Lancaster is like. Would you agree?
What part of Lancaster did you go to?
I ain't never been to Lancaster because niggas don't go there. It's kind of like Narnia. It's like a place you heard of, but you ain't never been. You heard about Narnia? Shout out to work. Woman that wants to teach. I think that would be you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Name the last book you've read.
The Evil Twin by Natasha Patterson.
The Evil Twin?
By Natasha Patterson. I actually read a lot. I love to read. That's actually why I got into the Bible.
What active steps do you take to expand your vocabulary?
Active steps. Reading, writing. For school.
For UCLA or UNLV?
UCLA.
Yo, someone get this drunk girl out of here, man. She's fucking up too much, man. You can't defend this. Like, this is...
Oh. I'm not going to expose the trick, but I see what the trick. I'm not going to expose the trick, but I see what the trick is.
She just said UCLA, but earlier she said.
Oh
she
my
don't go
God!
to
See,
UCLA.
you see.
Nah, I'm tripping though, Rachel. Am I wrong? Did she just say
It's
UCLA?
mine.
Rachel, keep it real with your boy.
Yeah, I did say UCLA. My
Okay.
bad again. Like I said, it's two
Okay.
schools.
Nice guy.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I would say you're a very nice guy.
I
There's
appreciate
no
that.
ill will nor
I
this.
appreciate that.
Nothing that's going on right here. I feel like we're having a
Rachel, do you want to
civilized
hit this?
This is the point, Taylor. Who gives a fuck? She's 19 and drunk. That is my point. Ultimately, they're like, oh, you're defending her. You're defending her. She's 19 and drunk, bro. Who the fuck cares? Why you pressing a 19-year-old drunk girl to be so serious in a state where she ain't even supposed to be drinking, and you have her drunk in your facility? Like, that's not a good look. So I don't even understand why you trying to clown on but that's what they do. That's what this. There's a whole video on Saint the Sinner being a cult leader, and his shit is cult-like. He has his whole shit like tuition. Instead of a super chat, instead of a Cash App, instead of a PayPal, he set up this theme where it's like, peace to the saints, y'all pay your tuition because he's teaching y'all something. He's supposed to be the professor or some bullshit. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's tuition. He uses certain rhetoric. Let me pull up the video because it'll be easier to explain. This guy he's trying to take over the Fresh and Fit wave because Fresh and Fit right now, they're corpses. They're literal. Let me tell y'all something about Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit make their money now off of copywriting folks who have uploads reacting to Fresh and Fit. Or like somebody like Random University. Shout out to Random University. They're probably all over Random University's copyright system when he uploads videos. Duke was crying about it because he was trying to do live stream and he couldn't get no money off of it. And he was like, oh, they're doing this, they're doing that, and they're copyright claiming. That's their way of getting the money. Shout out to Random University with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Random University says, honest question, what the fuck is watching this shit? Or who the fuck is watching this shit? This is the thing. He's getting views doing this shit. He's getting views. He maneuvered into that fresh and fit lane, and there's a whole bunch of niggas that just hate women. I shouldn't say niggas. A whole bunch of men that just hate women and love to see women get dunked on and embarrassed. So they spend hours upon hours watching this shit, and it makes them feel like they're superior. Oh, women are just stupid. That's why they're not picking me. And it's like, come on, man. It's just the epitome of unaccountability. But that's their whole shit. It's literally the whole shit. What the fuck? Hey, yo. What was all that? That showed like all my screens and shit, bro. I got exposed just now. Hold up, chat.
If I tell you to think of a cult leader, you probably just...
See, it's different. There's ways around that, but for the most part, when you're doing pre-uploads, pre-recorded, it's kind of hard to get around the copyright shit when it comes to their content. For me, if they're claiming it, they're claiming it. It is what it is. If someone wants to claim it and get their money from their content, it is what it is. When they try to wrongfully strike, that's an issue. But when they claim it, it's like, man, it's their content. They figured it out. They have either a lawyer or a system working for them to copyright it. Rumble actually has a good copyright ID system, which helps a lot of creators not have to hire a third party to make sure that they get their revenue from other platforms. So Rumble has that, because Rumble they don't really pay their money. So they like to make sure that they get the copyrights, because they don't pay much at Rumble. That's why they're begging over here on YouTube.
Just envision some 40 to 50-year-old white man who speaks to God. Guys like Marshall Applewhite, Jim Jones, Charles Manson. If I ask you to envision cult members, you'd probably think of hippies like the Manson family and pretty much any notable cult during the 70s. You likely see them worshipping or venerating some guy or girl who claims to speak to God, or maybe even is God. Maybe they know the way to get to God. Would you ever join a cult? 9 out of 10 of you guys watching, or maybe even all of you, probably said that you never would. Cults are for idiots, naive idiots. Well, many people think this way. Many people have this idea that cults have a certain look to them and a certain way of being. These are the people that are most primed and most susceptible to cults. Funny thing is, guess how many current and past cult members would have said, I'm not in a cult, if you ask them. Every single last one. Right up until their mass drinking of the Kool-Aid in the case of Jim Jones. Now, what if I told you that there's currently a cult no one is talking about, founded and operated right here on YouTube, with over 1,000 confirmed members and over 100,000 disciples associated with it. A cult that's growing a militia, a dogmatic worldview, and has their own Bible and is led by a cunning megalomaniac right here on YouTube.
Remember what Sneeko said, these red pill motherfuckers have their own Bibles and shit. Like, yo.
A cult that draws stark and borderline scary comparisons to the deadly cult of Jim Jones, known as the People's Temple. What if I told you this cult and its members are nothing like the people I described and you likely imagined?
Marquette, Devon, Burton, Saint.
The Saint.
And the sinner.
And the sinner.
Get him out of here! He's got no place in here! Get rid of him! Okay.
That was the same shit I was talking about before. What the fuck is that, bro? What the no, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get
hell no. Trash ass nigga.
Described and you likely imagined.
Marquette, Devon, Burton, Saint.
The Saint.
No, this nigga gay as hell.
And the sinner.
And the sinner.
Why is the sinner the bottom, bro?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
The whole aura, the whole man, get him the fuck out of here. What the fuck is that, man?
To preface this, when I call this group a cult, I literally mean it. Many people call Andrew Tate's fans a cult, but they're more akin to people in an MLM. I'll be drawing comparisons to different cults in this video, especially the People's Temple. The reason being, they're an apt comparison. I don't necessarily mean it's as big of a threat as the cults from the 70s were, but they're both extremely dangerous ideology-wise. Enter Marquette Devon Byrne, the saint and the sinner. Before we can get down to the members and the nature of this cult, and why it's actually something that requires our attention in the first place, we must know who the cult leader is. In my videos, I'm talking about bad guys most of the time. I find them most interesting to review, but I like to keep things in perspective, and I like to bring up redeeming qualities whenever I can. In this case, however, I'll be trying to actively keep this to a minimum. Not because I think he's worse than anyone I've covered, or will cover, although there is an argument to be made that he is. As you watch this video, you'll definitely see why. The reason is, the nature of a cult is for the leader to have many qualities that are good. Thing is, they're all self-serving and for the cult leader's gain. The reference I'll be using most during these videos, like I said, is Jim Jones and his cult. They're just so strikingly similar. It makes no sense for me to talk about how Jim was charismatic and at times compassionate, funny, charitable to his members, etc. because at the end of the day, it was for power and influence. That was the whole point. He was all of these things to control and exploit his followers, and it culminated in the destruction of 918 people, either being bodied by the militia he created or through drinking poison Kool-Aid. Similarly, Marquette is all these things specifically to get money, power, and influence. With that out of the way, let's begin with the life and career of Marquette, the leader of this cult, before his rival to the YouTube scene. If you ask him, Marquette is many things.
Marquette Devon Burton, the idol of James Bond, Fax Kellerman, Stephen A. Pimp, your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber.
Yeah, definitely not a narcissist. But if you ask the members of the Assassin, short for the Saint and Sinner Nation, they'll tell you Marquette is a tech entrepreneur who created technology in the same vein as Elon Musk, but of course just slightly less successful. A business
slightly less successful than Elon Musk, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
Yo, who is this guy trying to fool, man?
Man with multiple different businesses from before his YouTube career and that he currently runs. A public speaker paid by the Chinese government, among other entities.
Yo, what the fuck is this, yo?
Thousands of dollars to speak publicly. A UC Berkeley graduate who graduated top of his class in one of the hardest courses in one of the most prestigious universities, all while being a covert gangster and an expert boxer with lethal hands. To me and you, we don't even have to know his history of manipulation, lying, alleged scams to know this isn't true. It just sounds too good. For anyone really, but especially someone who no one's heard about until he made this cult, until he reached the YouTube scene. If you've done all these things, you should have some sort of name that we should be able to see. But I wasn't making a caricature of their beliefs or his beliefs. They'll actually tell you this. They believe all of this hook, line, and sinker. Luckily, I'm here to save the day and do what all of his followers fail to do, and it's ask the right questions and fact check. Why don't we start with his biggest claim to fame, shall we? His claims of owning and running a tech business. If you've even heard of this guy in passing, you've probably heard him speak of his tech business. He constantly speaks about it, but always makes sure to leave the details out of his business. He makes sure everything is more or less ambiguous. You might be thinking, okay, if he doesn't want to tell you how much he makes, that's fair. The man doesn't even say the name of his tech business. All he'll say is, I made an app. Tell me what app it is. If it's Angry Birds, case closed. We don't have to do any research because we can just look it up, see that you did it, and done. We know you're not a fraud. This is done purposely and with intent. He doesn't want you to research any of this and just take it at face value. But luckily, Marquette was rich and famous before YouTube, right? So surely, if I search him, I should find some info on his net worth, business, and other things, right? That's exactly what I did, and you'd probably be surprised to find out that I found nothing of note. But I did find a Forbes article. I can already hear his cult members typing. See, His Excellency was featured in Forbes. Peace to the Saints.
Peace to the Saints!
Peace to the Saints! Well, that's exactly what he wants you to do. To see the Forbes article and not read it. Because once you read it, you'll find out his name isn't even in the main article. He's just in the picture as a CTO.
When people say, I've been in Forbes, things like that, this is what they're alluding to. They're trying to allude to the whole Fortune 500 nonsense, okay? But in actuality, the Forbes he's talking about was done by not a Forbes editor, but a Forbes former contributor. Now, if you guys may be asking, what is a former contributor? Well, we just got to highlight what that means. It means that the opinions expressed by Forbes contributors are their own. Now, I got to break that down again for you guys, right? Okay. A contributor isn't someone like an editor or someone who is actually working currently at Forbes, right? Where they would say something and you research it.
Nah, this is Duke's voice. Duke was the one that exposed him. Listen, he was right about this. You got to, it is what it is. If he's the reference and he's the point that was right about it, we're going to use it. We're not going to hide it and revise history. It is what it is. This nigga caught him. He pointed out the woman that was a fraud. It was an employee of him. He broke it all down.
You know it's concrete. Actually, if you really scroll all the way down, all right, you'll actually see where you can actually request her to do an article on you. So
he'd have you all believe the article was a Forbes 30 under 30 article about him and how he built some powerful technology used the world over to this day. In reality, it was a second business that he used prior investor money to attempt, which failed. He even states that he cashed out, but this business was never sold. How do I know? He vaguely spoke about it in one of his live streams. And like he always does, he bragged and embellished so the average cult member can believe it and won't look it up.
For the people who don't know. Now, here's the thing. At the time in which I was in Forbes about that business, I was also the CEO of another corporation.
Why is this so blurry?
That was older.
I think he's trying to avoid copyright, but what the hell?
So this was a newer company I started that grew so fast and was so cracking. Forbes did a spot on us. But here's the thing. Let me keep it player with you. And this is sharp. Shout out to the hustlers. Follow my moves. I am the North Star. I will show you how to get free.
Notice his language, his verbiage. I am the North Star. Follow my moves. I will show you how to be financially free. Let's see what he's talking about.
I'm the CEO of one corporation that has significant investment. If you invest into a corporation and the CEO, you definitely don't want them running two different corporations as CEO. You only want them running one corporation, so they're dedicating all their time, effort, and energy to making your money grow. But I had another idea that I knew was going to be successful, and I couldn't wait on it. So what I did was this. I had a girl I was dating at the time, random white girl, no education from the middle and nowhere, no credentials, no nothing. I positioned her on paper as the CEO of this other corporation. Then I created the new product under this new corporation.
But since there are actual critical thinkers scattered throughout the internet, although few and far between, Duke and Don, one of the people sitting in the center roasted, fact-checked all of this. The worst part of it all is that this company is now dissolved and has nothing to show for it. I literally could find no information on it from the app, nothing. In the video, Marquette employs this tactic of creating a plausible idea that his business was sold for millions.
And that's why I tell you guys, I only talk about 1/3 of what I actually do, just so you can hate on that third. Let me tell you how boss I am, and this gonna hurt you. Look, angry man, trip on this. The company that's in Forbes, right? Which side note, anytime you see a company in Forbes and then you never hear about it again, just side note, that usually means that it got acquired or it got sold. You know, bigger corporation gobbled it up and they included it into what they're already doing under their brand or under a different name. That's usually what that means.
Stick together. Pause. He knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
I'm sorry that entire everything he said was the whole thing was a pause. The hand gestures, everything, man. Just pause the whole goddamn thing when this nigga talks, man.
If you sold a business, wouldn't you just state it was sold? Why vague post about it and say typically X, Y, and Z happens? Again, this is intentional. His naive, dumb, or inexperienced fans will hear this, and since they don't know much about wealthy people and how they maneuver, business interactions, and general etiquette when it comes to things like that, they assume Marquette sold his thriving business for $3.5 million, and he's been living good and laughing easy ever since. If that were the case, a personality like his, a braggadocious, overconfident, narcissistic personality like his, would bring this fact up every live stream. That's an actual checkmate, so it would be a good idea to be bringing this up on stream. He's been called broke before, and he had nothing to show for it besides getting angry.
Just so you know, every girl sitting on this side of the table earns more money than him.
Yeah.
Stop. He's an imposter. He's been outed in the past.
And he's mad about it.
He basically LARPs
Honestly,
as a rich guy on the internet.
If I was absolutely poor, it would mean nothing.
All the girls,
it would mean nothing.
I think we all are kind of in agreement that
amazing.
we don't really want to sit here and listen to someone who's basically a scam artist tell us what's wrong with our lives.
If you could just say,
Now, the irony of that moment is Adam 22 got up himself and left while the rest of the women stayed there because Adam was hurt because he was... At that moment, Saint the Sinner was right about what he said about Adam. Adam 22 was doing mental gymnastics with his open relationship, trying to act like, oh, we're monogamous off camera and on camera. We're like, I'm like, bro, what are we doing out here? There's no distinction. There's no separation. Y'all belong to the goddamn streets. But nonetheless, he does make less money than a lot of those Instagram girls, a lot of those women that they spend a lot of time calling IG dots and whores and OnlyFans women, and all a lot of those women make money. They make bread, so they come on these shows, they get them drunk just to ridicule them, to try to have this competition with them in the debate to make them feel lesser than because they make more money than them. It's just a mess. It's a mess.
Hey, I sold my business for this much. Look it up. You win. You're having arguments with guys like Adam 22 about your business when you could have put it to rest by being transparent. But the reality is, he has nothing to show for it in the first place. If that's not enough, a successful company like his allegedly was.
Legitly, that's the best way to not answer any questions about the article or anything pertaining to your business as it relates to that article. Be like, well, we sold the business. We sold the business. You don't have to answer nothing. It's just a way to absolve yourself of any accountability in relation to the article. It's like, the details, none of the particulars matter. You don't want to look into the business. It's sold anyway. So it's like, come on, man.
Would have some sort of info on it being acquired by a bigger one. And even if that wasn't enough, why has all their social media been dead for years? So to sum it,
I'm gonna fast forward this because I don't really give a fuck about his dead old business. Let's get into the more details.
That's your technology, Marquette. Whose technology is this? It seems Apple stole Marquette's technology and they're passing it off as their own. The sinner mustn't stand for this.
I need to go back, y'all. I did not know what I was missing. Sorry, chat.
And it seems this one is more well known. We are talking about the Fletch app, an effortless attendance technology made by our Marquette Devon Byrne.
He's here with us now to explain how this works. Marquette, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So explain what Fletch is. How does it work?
Fletch is a very simple technology. We use this long-range Bluetooth device.
This one is actually a really innovative and new company.
Wait, I wanted to hear that interview, bro. Why did this guy change his personality completely? What the fuck was that?
So explain what Fletch is. How does it work?
Fletch is a very simple technology. We use this long-range Bluetooth device.
This one is actually a really innovative and new company. I have to give credit where it's due because, wait a second, computer enhance. If that's your technology, Marquette, whose technology is this? It seems Apple stole Marquette's technology and they're passing it off as their own. The sinner mustn't stand for this. It looks like it's another lie. What a surprise. Marquette didn't make any innovative technology. He just slapped a logo on someone else's technology and tried to profit off that. Not once did he mention that he's using someone else's product. He could have at least tried to spin it like he's enhancing some product. Instead, he spins it like he made this himself and made the idea himself. The original item has no logo. The corny Fletch app logo was put on it by him. He made this whole sham up. He went on a third-rate news site that publishes videos literally every hour about anything you could think of, bought articles for himself and paraded around his drop-shipped item like it was God's gift to Earth. Okay, so we know it's not his company, but he could have still had a successful grift going. Just because it's not his doesn't mean he didn't make any money. So let's see how much was actually invested into his company. From the looks of it, he received a total of $250K from 3 investors, yet the company and app still failed. He was able to use grift on 3 people who actually gave him $250,000. Is it any wonder his lies work on his cult members? Essentially, the timeline is this guy faked the company as well as a product, tricked 3 investors, saw that his first scheme was falling apart, made a new company with a puppet CEO so he could work on it, presumably using the money that he got from his first operation to fund his next operation that also fell to the ground and burned.
I'm positioned as the chief technology officer. I own 1% of the corporation. I own all of the stock. She's positioned as the chief executive officer. She owns 0% of the shares. She's a figurehead. So then when it's sold, I got all of the bag. But here's the thing. I was also able to keep my investors at bay because they weren't tripping because I wasn't the top dog in this other company. I was in a small role as a technologist. But if you know my background, I'm not a coder. I'm not a technologist. He's trying to point out that I was like nobody in this corporation when I was the whole puppet master, the whole founder, inventor, and the guy who cashed out the whole thing.
All in all, he successfully scammed his investors.
Why does everybody get up on air and self-snitch? Wait, the live chat keeps pausing? What's going on with the live chat? It seems good to me. Yeah, but why do they feel the need to? What's going on with the likes, bro? Yo, can we get these likes up, chat? We need at least 100 likes. Like, what are we doing out here? 125 at least. Come on, let's get these likes up, chat. Let's get these likes up. Do we need a commercial break out this bitch? Get these likes up, chat. Let's get it.
The figurehead at the time, and then using that scam to scam his fan. I've heard of compulsive liars, but this may be the first time I've ever heard of a compulsive scammer. This man is selling nothing but dreams and lies. He likes to give himself all these titles. The Mr. Rogers of the internet, Attila the Hun.
It's the one and only, the big homie, Fax Kellerman, Stephen 8, Pimp, your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, Attila the Hun.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
The warrior king of this YouTube thing.
Stop the cap.
The crown prince of Iran.
It's a total fabrication.
The idol of James Bond. Fucking lie! Marquette Devon Burton.
Get him out of here! He's got no place in here! Get rid of him! Okay?
Wallahi al-Azim, you are gay. Don't say this to me. Wallahi, you are gay.
Other corny stuff like that. He's nothing more than a Congo dandy. For guys who don't know, the Democratic Republic of Congo is one of the 5 poorest countries in the world, but there's a phenomenon out there. Out of this country, there are a group of people known as the Congo dandies, who peacock with flamboyant suits and expensive attire, while the average person in Congo makes less than 500 USD a year. The sinner has the same idea. Let me put on this unnecessary, extravagant attire when I don't need to. This extra outfit for the most remedial tasks like live streaming. This will make me look rich and sophisticated to naive and impressionable people. And to sell the idea that I'm part of the aristocracy. The sad thing is that to anyone who's not consumed by the charisma and rhetoric of this guy, it works against him. Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, did the exact same thing. He would front like he's been rich his whole life in the lap of luxury since he was a youngin', when in reality he was broke and renting before he blew up from berating women online and talking about being a high value man.
Yo. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, but you caught us straight at you. Kind of that was apropos, man. It was true. It was true. Yikes!
I've done nothing.
Morning. Can I speak, please? When the power bill spiked, you sent me communication after communication after communication, trying to make me responsible for it.
Not you responsible. The whole entire house responsible, Kevin. Kevin Samuels moving cardboard again from out from under his car.
These guys who claim to have been rich and famous.
What was that? Wait, what? I didn't see that before.
Not you responsible. The whole entire house responsible, Kevin. Kevin Samuels moving cardboard again from out from under his car.
These guys,
well, it was a BMW, but
who claim to have been rich and famous and successful prior to YouTube tend to be the opposite. I mean, does it make any sense? Why come on YouTube and speak about how much you don't need it and what you did before? You're
right? Why do that? We need the money, bro. We need the money. We're not rich out here. Fuck that strategy. Hit the super chat, hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App.
We need to be more focused on these donations.
We need to be more focused on these donations so we can actually be rich and we don't need to front like these frauds. All right, so hit that super chat, y'all.
We need to be more focused on
Hit the super
these
chat.
donations. We are going to ban people today, so we are getting rid of all you guys. So if you want to come out and be disrespectful, you gotta go.
Shit, yo, those Floyd drops are fucking hilarious, y'all.
Trying to sell an idea. It's a smart formula these guys are using. Get online, pretend to be a businessman, and sell courses to become a businessman, and have that be your first successful business. Before we can get to Marquette's actions on YouTube, we need to delve into the cult as a whole and get a general view of the Assassin. This video isn't for the members.
The Assassin. Yo, there's something wrong with this guy. Like, his name was Marquette. He didn't name himself. Marquette, not even Marquette, Marquette. It sounds, you know what I mean? And then Assassin, it's such a sassy, like I don't understand this shit. Like, why does he lean into the, you know what, let's move on.
9 out of 9, if you're gonna.
Yeah, that's facts, Random University. We are broke out here.
to be paying this man to go to conferences, reciting vows and statements as if you're praying, you're too far gone. This is mostly for people outside looking in, trying to understand just how deep this is, and in the off chance they get a cult
Stick together.
Pause. Member or two to reevaluate their life, that'll be a bonus. So to illustrate this, take a look at the characteristics of a cult. We know no cult member will admit to being in a cult. They wouldn't be in it if they recognize that. We can't trust their word because they're quite literally not thinking straight. It's the same idea as when you have a battered woman. You can't just ask her, hey, is everything okay? You're getting your ass kicked all around your house. They're gonna tell you everything's fine and you're the one overreacting. So looking at the traits, how many does Assassin and Marquette embody, you ask? All of them. We'll begin with number 1. Authoritarian leadership, especially one that commands control, loyalty, and allegiance. This is exactly who the sinner is. To relate this back to the People's Temple, Jones was a master manipulator who skillfully demanded control over his followers without overtly stating his intention. Through his charismatic leadership, Jones cultivated a sense of trust and loyalty among his followers, making them far more susceptible to his influence. He manipulated their fears, insecurities, gradually eroding their boundaries. How does Marquette do this, you ask? Simple. For one, he's obviously
I think the Jim Jones comparison is wild, but
the leader of the Assassin. He literally named his philosophy after himself, which if you don't know is insanely narcissistic. Platoism and Pythagoreanism are both Greek ideologies, and though they're named after their founders, they were coined by historians. This dude is so full of himself, he said, shit, let me cut out the middleman, and named it after himself. Anyway, like him, Jones would never outright say, do what I say and think how I think, or you're not part of the cult. In fact, he says, be your own person. But how true is that? Jim never said you can never wear an afro. You must have my haircut. Or you can't like sushi because I like burgers. It's only superficial stuff. It's only superficial stuff that he doesn't care about. Ask Marquette if you can be gay and be part of the Assassin. Ask him if you can be a woman with multiple men and be part of the Assassin. One man and even 50 women is cool according to the Assassin law. No, there are some things you can and cannot do, and following the Assassin law and being obedient to him are 2 of those things. In fact, he wrote a book you should follow. You'd expect this book to be about the ideology itself or general guiding principles along the lines of The Art of Not Giving an F or self-help books just like that. Nope. His book that he suggests that you'll follow is an autobiography. So it's like my friend saying, hey man,
What the hell was that?
and I'm suffering from depression because I lost my house. And I give him a book about me called The Life of Don Ozzie. So obsessed with himself that it hurts. The next trait of a cult leader we'll be talking about is a claim to exclusive truths. This one is almost as easy to demonstrate. Just look at their website or watch any of his videos. He constantly talks about the Bible he created. It's not a big one. It's only 3 sentences, in fact.
Goes, of course, back to the 3-sentence Bible or the 3-sentence Quran, the 3-sentence Torah. Be yourself. Be good to yourself. Be good to good people. Just imagine.
Be yourself, be good to yourself, be good to good people. Pretty cool and pretty harmless if you have a preteen level of understanding of the world. First one, be yourself. What does this even mean? It's told to us so often, but this is your Bible. The real Bible is a collection of books telling you the most advantageous way of living, how to get closer to God, and detailing the life and times of Jesus Christ. Whether you believe it or not, that's what the Bible claims to do. But this Bible is to be followed. How about someone like Jeffrey Dahmer? Should he be himself? How about someone that the sinner hates? Someone who swings both ways. Should he be himself? Sometimes yourself needs change, improvements. Not be yourself, honestly. Moving on to be good to yourself. Again, subjective and abstract. To a teenager or someone naive and impressionable, that sounds profound, sweet and short, right to the point. But playing video games to Marquette is a form of self-harm. He has a very specific idea of good. He's even against owning dogs as a principle. So that illustrates how what someone sees as healthy and good doesn't necessarily fall into what he would describe as good in his Bible. And finally, the most problematic one, be good to good people. This one is the most worthless statement of the whole book. What is a good person? I consider Marquette a horrible person. He probably considered me the same. He considers people who are actively trying to deride the assassin as evil.
And what's worse is you have the demons and devils among us. Oh, they take the lies and run with it. And against someone like me,
some people view the man with a tiny mustache as a good person, and others view every black person, including him, as inherently bad. Jesus loves the Pope just as much as he loves a Satanist. The idea that Jesus taught that the sinner is clearly trying to take and in his eyes improve on is do unto others as you'd like done unto you. Instead, adding his own logically and philosophically failing caveat. Don't get me wrong, I understand why he added that. The idea is clearly so you don't get taken advantage of, but the point still stands. This Bible is nothing more than a slogan for children, and the underlying message is this Bible isn't for everyone. It's for the assassin. Be yourself. Replace that with be a saint. Be good to yourself. Replace that to be good to yourself if you're a saint. And finally, be good to good people. Replace that with be good to saints. There's a clear in-group and out-group. Saints know people who don't subscribe to these ideas are not good people, so they actively try and distance themselves and keep their closeness to a minimum. On the topic of religion, Marquette uses it expertly.
Yo, can we find this? If somebody could find this video with this interview, the full interview, can we drop that in the Discord? In the general tab, or no, the LTTV chat tab. Just drop it somewhere in the Discord if we can find this video. I want to see the full video of this interview. I don't know if it's in this entire reaction, but I want to see this shit.
To get people to convert to his religion. He will never outright say Christianity is false or Islam is false or deride any religion like that. What he will do is characterize the religion falsely, put himself in the conversation as someone to follow, as well as follow that religion. He'll talk some light praise to the religion, followed by a caricature of it, and then placing himself as the best of both worlds. Ideology isn't in direct contradiction with the Abrahamic religions. It doesn't say you being part of the Sassans supersedes Islam or Christianity. They work in tandem, you see? The deen has been infiltrated. You don't have to leave Islam, but join me. Christianity is used in the wrong ways. You don't have to leave Christ, but join me. Don't go to church, don't go to the mosque. Go to my Sunday services instead. Instead of learning to give back to the poor and help them out from that silly old Bible, you can go ahead and read my Bible and learn that poor people are poor for a reason and we shouldn't help them. There are poor people who are poor for a reason, just like there are rich people who are rich for a reason. Hard work and smart grinding. But there are others who are rich because of handouts, lottery winnings, being born into wealth, complete and utter blind luck. In the same vein, there are poor people who are poor because they're bad people, but there's also people who have been dealt a bad hand, such as mentally and physically disabled people. There is nuance. You might be asking, why would he care to do this? Because one, men of faith, whether it be religious or otherwise, are some of the most devout people. Think about vegans. They'll go to war over that burger you're eating. If I can get someone with a deep belief onto my side, I can likely get them to believe in what I'm saying at the same level. That's why he does so. Specifically Muslim men. Not only does it coincide a little bit with his ideology, for instance, both condone violence in certain settings, multiple wives, more patriarchal, things like that. Muslim men are the most devout followers of any idea in the world, literally willing to die for their cause. So he's smart. He can't alienate that subset of people from his group. He must have them be a part of his cause. Like pretty much every major religion, they tell you to abstain from bad things. Islam, you need to do good deeds to outweigh your bad deeds, so hopefully you get to heaven. Christianity, Jesus paid for your sins, and out of love, you're supposed to try and be as Christ-like as possible. But the sinner's philosophy is to embrace your sinful nature when you see fit, or when it coincides with his bidding, or for the good of the sass. It's not about being a good person all the time. It's about being a good person when it's convenient and being a good saint. And we're not talking about being a saint like St. Francis or St. Augustine. There's a reason I've been calling him the sinner the entire video. It damn near feels sacrilegious to call him anything but that. The next one is one of the most nefarious and diabolical tactics that the sinner uses, and that is maintaining that they're the ones with the truth and that the outside world poses a risk and even death to its members. While doing research on this is one of the most recurring themes that the sinner uses to control his cult. Everyone is against us, from your church to your government, and ostensibly all non-saints.
You are being oppressed.
That's that basic Matrix talk from the Red Pill. Everybody's against you. The Matrix is trying to take you out in all these said different ways. Like, Jesus Christ.
By your government. If you don't realize it, you're just not very intelligent.
He would never claim to have received divine revelations from God like Jim Jones. The sinner would have you believe that if he's not saying, I am God, worship me, it's not a cult.
Cults are about the leader having sex with your wife or doing weird things to your kids or thinking that they're God. When I tell you, whatever religion you have come to me with, Christianity...
Newsflash, buddy. We're not all as naive as Sass. One thing that he did do is that he would manipulate crisis constantly. If you got your news from him, you think it's doomsday every day. Every crisis, or possible crisis, any news he can use to scare people to join the assassin, he uses it. The same tactic Jones did with his cult. Jones manipulated real-world events to reinforce his narrative of the persecution and danger that they were constantly in. For instance, he exaggerated incidents of harassment or surveillance by outside entities to justify his control over the group. He would use these incidents to rally his followers and reinforce their belief in his leadership as their protector. When people would check on Jonestown, because it's a crazy cult that isolates family members, instead of Jones saying, hey guys, people are rightfully investigating us, he'll tell his members that they're being persecuted and use that as proof that they have the truth.
I tell you, I don't care how many screams you hear, I don't care how many angry cries. Death is a million times preferable to 10 more days of this life. If you knew what was ahead of you, if you knew what was ahead of you, you'd be glad to be stepping over. If we can't live in peace, then let's die in peace. It took 1,000 people, so we don't like to know the world.
Level, and that's why I say appreciate me while I'm here. You see, because there's certain levels of cooperation the government will get out of me, and there's certain levels of cooperation that the government will not get out of me as a man, and there will become a point where they ask me to bend over and take it up the rear end, and I won't be going for it. And if that means that that'll be the last time you see me or they see me.
Does this remind you of anyone? Call out his cult and you're a broke hater. It's not because you guys have all the makings of a cult and you're a lifetime scammer. No, it's because we don't want to see you win. And furthermore, we know the assassin is the truth and the light, and we're devils, so we hate that. Jones also
broke haters. That sounds like when you don't want to pay the Castle Club fee for Fresh and Fit, and they call you brokies because you don't want to give them $35 for access for shit that you're getting for free on YouTube. It makes no goddamn sense.
Instilled fear in his followers by warning them of the persecution they would face if they left the People's Temple or questioned his authority. He often cited examples of government agencies, the media, and other groups conspiring against them, portraying the outside world as a hostile or dangerous place. For example, he claimed that law enforcement agencies were plotting to destroy the People's Temple and harm its members. I wonder who that reminds me of.
Garbage. It's not a racial thing, it's a corrupt government thing. The government and the police force is extraordinarily corrupt. You get nothing back. They are oppressing you. They are controlling you. You have no rights or freedom. That's what we're actually dealing with. We're in revolutionary times. If you work for this government,
Not a cult, guys. Not a cult. Don't forget that. The more I say it, the more true it is. Before we move on,
there's no nuance with these idiots. That's the problem. There's literally no nuance. Because the government is corrupt, the police is corrupt, everything's corrupt, all life is despair, there's nothing to live for, you have no rights, no freedom, you're nothing. It's like, what the fuck? No goddamn nuance in none of these statements.
The next one, I can hear it now. The assassin and assassin sympathizers alike are already commenting, hey man, this is awfully dramatic. Jones said they should be willing to lay down their life for him. All the sinners saying that he's willing to die for them. That's it. Well, that's exactly what Jones implored to eventually get his people to be willing to drink the Kool-Aid once that time came. Jones exploited the fear and insecurities of his followers, instilling a sense of impending doom and persecution from external forces. He would talk about how much he loathed the world and quote-unquote persecution he was facing. And he slowly introduced the concept of dying for your beliefs to his followers, initially framing it as a noble sacrifice or an act of loyalty to the cause. This is what is known as gradual desensitization. Jim Jones also often presented himself as willing to die for his followers and their beliefs. He frequently used rhetoric to reinforce his image as a selfless leader who was dedicated to the well-being and salvation of his followers. Sounds a lot like our friend the sinner here. Jones emphasized the idea of sacrifice and martyrdom. Jones' statement about being willing to die for his followers and their cause served to further manipulate and control his followers. He presented himself as a martyr figure, thus strengthening his hold he has over their loyalty and devotion, convincing them that he was their ultimate protector and savior. This rhetoric also contributed to the atmosphere of fear.
My bad, chat. Yeah, Jay the Informant, that link didn't work. That was the longest link, but it didn't work. It led to nowhere.
And obedience within the People's Temple. Members believe that their leader was prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice for them, and thus they should be able to do the same. You see, when it comes to cults, there's levels to it. No one's gonna have a t-shirt that says, hey, I'm a cult leader on their chest. And they're not gonna start their services with welcome to the cult of Jim Jones, in which I want your full devotion or you'll be exiled. If that was the case, the People's Temple wouldn't have been a thing. There's the odd cult that outright pretty much says that they're a cult. You know, the cults in which the guy actively claims to be God or the second coming, etc. But those ones are obvious. People are just worshipping a figure, no one's taking it too serious or is willing to die for it. Now, I'm not saying the sinner's end goal is a mass exit, nor am I accusing him of any crimes whatsoever. I want to make that very clear. I think he actually just enjoys the power and stroking of his ego. But I am saying this, the biggest and most dangerous cults are the covert ones. The ones that don't say, hey, welcome to my cult. Instead they say, hey, welcome to the family, the Manson family. Or hey, welcome to Jonestown, home of the People's Temple. Or hey, welcome to the Saint and the Sinner Nation. Peace to the saints.
Peace to the saints. I want to welcome everyone to...
The next one is that the cult separates themselves socially. This one is obvious. You can hear him say the assassin or nothing many times in live streams. He won't deny this. He actually stands by this idea. After that is the cult practicing elitism. If it wasn't already painfully obvious, here's further proof.
That we are the leadership class because we're smarter, stronger, more principled. We will be able to rule over the multitude, but that doesn't mean we need to be tyrannical or we need to be overly self-interested. And I've observed certain folks like trying to grab at attention.
We're gonna rule over everyone, but we'll be nice about it. I promise you, no one with any leadership qualities is paying monthly to be part of the Assassin or go to these cornball getaways. Number 6 is that they have their own terminology, phrases, symbols, rules, and moral standard that they even may want the world to adapt. Well, for the first few, it's obvious. Peace to the saints. For the good of the assassin. The creed of the assassin. 3-sentence Bible. All that corny shit was made up by the sinner for the assassin. All their rules are plastered on their website, and if you can't read, he spams it every time he opens up a live session. And finally, they have their fair share of symbols too. The colors in the logo is literally called Assassin Red. They have their own uniform they're meant to wear, obviously purchasable on his website, of a black shirt with red trim. And finally, number 7, the cult leader maintains control over the members by using certain forms of mental manipulation. They remind their group that if they stick to the group's beliefs or teachings, they will get special rewards. Every point leading up to this point bolsters this one. If it wasn't evident in the Sinner telling his goons they'll be ruling over the rest of us, one of the biggest draws to the Assassin, I say draws like that because this movement is worthless as hell, is a chance of making money through it. That's half the reason the Sinner lies about his background so much and he brags about his wealth. Of course, he's a narcissist. He literally can't help himself but brag. But in the
Wait, what?
same vein, he needs to as a means of portraying wealth. What's $1,000 to join the Assassin when you're gonna make $1 million through being part of this global?
Wait, these are the prices? The one I'm blocking right now is $31.50. I think CA is Canadian. 106. What the fuck, bro? These are the prices? Discord access? Oh my. $1,100 just for Discord access. That's what separates the 1,100 from the 100. Wow, that's crazy. Here I got the Discord access for free, and this nigga's charging $1,000. Okay, so this is the article for the Fletch app. That's crazy. These motherfucking scammers, man. These scammers, that's crazy. It's like Razor Rays was making a point talking about you shouldn't detract or get people away from super chatting and paying content creators for the content, and we should not try to shit on that because I can't remember the fucking point he was making. What point was he making? The point was, yeah, I'll remember in a second. I'm trying to correlate it to this, and I'm like, wait, what point was he making? Well, we'll get back into this.
Movement for men. You see how this all ties to?
Oh yeah, okay, it was about value. You're talking about valuing your motherfucking platform. Of course, you want some sort of appreciation to keep your content going. The fans appreciate the content. They value the content. This is not just valuing your content. This is beyond value. This is beyond value. This is just, what is this, bro? This is crazy. This is taking advantage of people. This is legit. If people want to buy that, you put the option for less, but holy shit, bro. And I know there's a level of esteem that comes associated with the higher tiers. You get more access to get to more things. You get more. I don't know. This whole thing's bizarre. Let's listen to this. This guy's breaking it down.
But brag. But in the same vein, he needs to as a means of portraying wealth. What's $1,000 to join the Assassin when you're gonna make $1 million through being part of this global movement for men? You see how this all ties together and works in tandem? I've illustrated the character of the Sinner, scarily similar to that of Jim Jones. Both individuals possess charismatic personalities that draw followers to them. They use charm, persuasion, and manipulation to gain the trust and loyalty.
Oh, my bad. I forgot about this article. Okay, let's get this article. This was the article that Jay the Informant dropped in the Discord, but there's no video associated with it. I wanted to see the video, but it's just the article about the Fletch app. Springfield, was it Missouri? It's summer now, but soon kids will be going back to school, and it's safe. And safety is always a concern for parents and staff. We have all heard stories of things like students getting on the wrong bus, getting off at the wrong stop, children hiding or falling asleep on the bus, and bus drivers don't see them or falling. What the hell is this? What the hell does that have to do with anything? Oh, it's the Fletch app, the Bluetooth device, certain distance. Okay, but where's the video? We don't got the video here. I don't know what the fuck this is. I clicked the more videos before, but it just gave me one of these. So let's get back into this.
Of their followers. Marquette will teach you how to get rich. Just donate to him and become a member. What's $1,000 to you when you're guaranteed to make so much more? Both individuals are obsessed with influence and power. They exploit and exploited their followers financially, pressuring followers to donate large sums of money, promising spiritual rewards or salvation in return for one, and promising tons of money back, women, and reaching the upper echelons of society through the Assassin. You guys get the general picture of this guy. Now, let's dive into the members. Funnily enough, a great way to know if a cult is a cult is by looking at the actions and thinking of its members. Members of a cult often exhibit behaviors characterized by extreme devotion to a charismatic leader or ideology, often at the expense of critical thinking and personal autonomy. These individuals may isolate themselves from outside influences, adhering rigidly to the group's beliefs and practices. Cult members also engage in activities such as recruitment efforts, financial contributions beyond their means, and they often promote social isolation from non-members, encouraging intense bonding among members and creating an us versus them mentality, i.e. assassin or nothing, your government is oppressing you, the skittle guzzling mafia is after your children, etc., etc. The only way to get something done is to be an assassin.
To be a part of something. Yes, because the law is not applied equally, never was, and in this age, it's applied oh so unfair.
Wherever the sinner goes, the assassin is sure to follow, and not in a, hey, we're a fan of X YouTuber way, but in a, this man is the most important person in the entire world way. Whatever upsets Marquette, upsets the sinners. And whatever Marquette feels is disrespect, degenerate or wrong, the sinners feel the exact same way. Recently on one of these cornball podcasts, the sinner made an appearance. And for context, the sinner hates when his name is mispronounced. It's pronounced Marquette Devon Burton. But often people pronounce it Marquette. Any well-adjusted person would understand, okay, I have a name with a different plausible pronunciation, and I also am a complete nobody.
You would think that he would get more upset when people call him Marquette, not Marquette, because Marquette sounds more feminine. It sounds like a woman's name, Marquette. But he wants to be called Marquette instead of Marquette, and he gets annoyed with it. What the fuck, bro?
So if someone mispronounces my name, it's to be expected, and it's probably harmless. For Marquette, he wants to have a name, and desperately so. So when someone doesn't know his name off rip or study him before interacting with him, it hurts his soul. And in return, it hurts the assassin too. So much so that this dude sent in money just to correct the host for mispronouncing the leader's name.
Shout out to Jay the Informant with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Said let it load, then the video pops up. The link is good. Bro, I tried it. I opened it up again because pause. And then I'm like, I don't see nothing going on. Hold up, chat. I don't see nothing. You said at the top, right? Got nothing here. This is supposed to load eventually? Yo, Jay the Informant, what the fuck are we waiting for, bruh? What the hell are we? There's nothing going on here. There ain't nothing loading here. Where, bro? Am I supposed to watch them live?
We need to work. We need to be more focused on these donations.
Yep, we charging you for that one, bro. You delayed the show. We got to hit that super chat.
Hit the super chat. We are going to ban people today, so we are getting rid of all you guys. So if you want to come out and be disrespectful, you got to go.
And it didn't stop there. He said they're not to be trusted because of this.
Show the bills.
Yeah. Bro, what do you mean what the fuck happened? How long do you expect us to wait, bro? There's people leaving the chat. People got shit to do, bro. We ain't waiting for this shit to load. I have a fast computer. I'm plugged directly into the internet, bro. We ain't on no Wi-Fi. This shit should have been loaded. What are we doing out here?
videos.
I clicked on the videos when I had it off the screen. Jesus Christ. All right, man. We got nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. This has nothing to do with Saint the Sinner. This is James Earl Jones, FGF or SGF man's charged with stabbing. This has nothing to do with nothing. Ex-officer's lies led to couple's death in Houston. Yep. Complete waste of time. More videos. What do we got here? Oh, it's not on the screen. What's on the screen right now? What do we look? Oh, we're looking at me. God damn it.
Again.
Shit.
Columbia to Malaysia says, Michael, Mike, and Rolo, what the heck? How on earth do you not know how to pronounce nor spell Marquette Burton's name? Every video
Marquette.
pronounces his name. You can't be that trusted.
Bro, what is going on here? I'm so confused now. What are y'all witnessing right now? Are y'all seeing the normal show? If y'all are seeing the normal show, hit the like button. These likes are dusty. Is something going on? Get cut. What's going on here? This guy's just causing confusion. Bro, we are charging you today, bro.
Me, cash, ya. 2 horas y cash y let's go, Joe. No más. Cash.
You'll get your stuff, no problem.
Me, cash.
I got you. Chill.
No,
I have your money. Come, walk to the door.
Pay me.
Tell her, let's go to the door.
Pay me.
Tell her.
No, I want to see the money right here.
Come on.
Here. I want to see the fucking money here.
Like, yo, you hold up the show, bro. Like, come on, man.
We can't be trusted.
Hey, apparently.
You don't say names.
Sorry,
It was
Mark.
confused, but yeah, it's Marquette. I said it. I
Marquette.
thought, I'm pretty sure I said it.
It's French, right?
What's your middle name?
Well, let that be a lesson to you guys.
To further stress how much he and the assassin hate his name not being anything of note, just 3 weeks ago he made a community post informing people on how to spell his name and how to pronounce it. The cherry on top is when you see one of his henchmen in the comments type,
No fucking way. No, there's no way he did this. And bro, there's no way this guy's a straight man. What, bro? Come on, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is game.
We got a Marquette, and he put the W, bro.
with a smooth Q. Just so it's clear, I can only imagine the super chatter mad as hell, sweating, pissing, and vomiting at the host saying the sinner's name wrong. This is so sad, it's funny, man. Later in the podcast, another SAS member chimed in to recruit on live, claiming that the sinner has given his own members thousands of dollars.
Burton, the Saint is the only person I know in all of internet history that has put over $250,000 in his supporters' pockets. Join the Assassin Saint and the Sinner Nation to become a part of that. Okay. W. We have here again.
Make sure you guys join the movement to make money as well. Further stressing how much wealth and the facade of having been a rich aristocrat plays a huge part in the recruitment of new, naive, and down on their luck financially members. They seem to be the ones most primed to give their last $1,000 to the sinner to hopefully take them to the promised land, and the sinner knows this. In reality, all you get is access to a Discord and a few exclusive videos of the sinner telling his player stories, which are stories of him picking up women. I'll say it again, it's so sad it's funny. So you see, Marquette is smart to naive and or dumb people. That's not to say every one of his followers are both. Most are likely naive, not well traveled, or not well read, and are probably looking for someone or something to follow. This is evident in him quoting the same books and the same quotes from the same people constantly. Who are these books?
All right, so Jay, the informant, just showed me a post or a screenshot of his phone, basically showing the actual. So he's able to see the interview. I don't know why it's not popping up on our shit, but it's popping up on his phone. It's easier mobile. That's weird. Hold up, chat. Let me see if I can pull this up on the screen. So he was not leading us astray. He was not finessing and hoodwinking us. This is what he actually pulled up. The actual interview with the window. I couldn't see it, but yeah, man.
He has read and loves to quote is The Art of War by Sun Tzu and The 48 Laws of Power. As a result, he's deluded himself into thinking his YouTube career is some sort of war he's waging on the YouTube scene. And more specifically, in his niche of men's self-improvement. I'm actually torn on whether he actually is so insane he thinks YouTube is deeper than it is, or if he's just using the front of being the warrior king of YouTube to justify attacking every creator he can. I'd bet it's somewhere in the middle. Anyway, with this mindset, as soon as he began doing YouTube, he began attacking literally every creator in this niche. From the likes of Kevin Samuels and Andrew Tate, some of the most famous people in the self-improvement space, to lesser known people like Modern Life Dating and Duke and Don. Like, man, you're a YouTuber for God's sake. You're not fighting the good fight against an enemy team. All these tactics are extra and pretentious. Maybe I'm just part of the evildoers trying to deride the assassin. Who knows? But for the longest time when he was rising up in the YouTube, it seems everyone of any size would ignore his attacks. Rightfully so. Who would pay attention to someone who stands to gain everything and you stand to gain nothing by addressing him? Until one day he attacked the streamer Destiny. As we know, everyone...
This beef right here, this video right here is some of the worst media I've ever seen in my life. The beef between him and Duke, it was filthy work, bruh. With oh man, this is filthy work. If y'all want to watch that at some point. This video right here that's on the screen, this is filthy work. This is when you look at the internet and you're like, bro, you guys need to log off for a bit. Both of y'all need to sit the fuck down somewhere and log the fuck off. This was filthy.
Any size would ignore his attacks. Rightfully so. Who would pay attention to someone who stands to gain everything and you stand to gain nothing by addressing him? Until one day he attacked the streamer Destiny. As we know, Marquette believes he's smarter than everyone. He believes he knows how to save the world, and I'm not even being hyperbolic here. So with his arrogance, he hopped on the stream with Destiny and of course began his MO, relentless attacks. Sparing you the details, the important thing to note is that Marquette brought up Destiny's personal life as well as his schooling.
We know his fans have notified him. He's so like hungry for that. He's hungry for that.
See, this is typical YouTube shit. Typical YouTube shit. Bring up personal life, schooling, doxing, whatever the fuck you can do that has everything to do outside of the conversation that you're having on YouTube. Bring that shit up, because that's what they do. It's dusty out here.
Clout. I'll give it to him, dude. Don't worry.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, pretty good. Were you talking about my school? Is that what was going on in here?
We're just warming up. We wanted to get some background on you because there was a funny thing going on the internet. Your fanatics, they deluded themselves into thinking that you're brighter than you are. You see, because on your own bio, you're making excuses for why you didn't complete a basic degree, a very easy degree at a third-tier university. Reads, quote, I went to the University of Nebraska at Omaha. And before we carry on, we're both clear that this is a third-tier university. This is a very low-ranking university, right?
It's a state school in my state. I
don't have to hide from, like, for example, let's look at it on the other side.
Well, no. How about this?
You said to me, Marquette, did you go to Berkeley and get a degree? I would say, sir, I did that in 3 years. Yes, I did. If you said, then did you go to Johns Hopkins University and take a master's degree while working full-time? I say, yes, that's correct. So it's like the same thing. I wouldn't have like a long story. I just say, yes, that's correct, or no, that's incorrect. So
the reason being is because he loves to talk about his own personal life and his school. Marquette is one of those people who will ask you, what did you get on your test? Knowing or hoping it's a bad mark just so he can talk about how he aced his without even trying. One of those people who everyone around him can see right through besides him, and well, in this case, his cult members. Typically when people bring up their school, and they also talk about what they got as a degree. He no doubt went to a prestigious school, but again, say with me now, he's lying by implying. With all his talk of tech businesses, successful startups, and money, you'd think he went to school for software engineering, law, or something, that's worth bragging about. No, he got his degree in teaching. Literally one of the most common degrees to get, and the default degree for someone who doesn't know what they want to do. Nothing wrong with this, by the way. I have friends who are teachers and I respect the hell out of good teachers. Most are bad, but that's a topic for another day. What I'm doing right now is using the logic he'd use on someone like me, an enemy of the assassin. If I said I'm a teacher, he'd call me a brokey. Meanwhile, he'd be using his teaching degree as we speak if he didn't luck out with YouTube and his cult. Anyways, as a result, Destiny later dug deeper into Marquette and who he says he is. And
stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this
building
in
your
real quick.
online business. By the way.
Hold up, chat. We got a video. All right, chat. So I'm not a YouTube Premium member. I suggest y'all get YouTube Premium so you don't have to deal with the agony of commercials, because I'm gonna get YouTube Premium just now. But let's get into this.
For parents and school staff, and that's the topic of our conversation tonight. We have all heard stories of things like students getting on the wrong bus or getting off at the wrong stop, children hiding or falling asleep in the bus, and bus drivers don't.
Now, shout out to Jay the Informant. You actually got the video? Let's get it.
See them or fail to inspect. Well, one app promises to address that safety concern, among other things. It's called Fletch, and it's an app. It's using technology to solve these problems and help prevent these situations from happening. Marquette Burton is the creator. Creator of Fletch, and he's here with us now to explain how this works.
Sorry, y'all. I had to. I don't fuck with Destiny, y'all. I had to pull this up, man. Pause.
Marquette, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So explain what Fletch is. How does it work?
Fletch is a very simple technology. We use this long-range Bluetooth device we can put inside of a classroom, or in this case, inside of a bus, and basically leave it there for 3 years.
Hold on. Who is this guy? What the fuck? The code switch, yo. Hold. This is like when a motherfucking, like a news anchor has to switch into the news voice. What the fuck was that, bro?
Years, so inside of a classroom, or in this very simple technology. We use this long-range Bluetooth device we can put inside of a classroom, or in this case, inside of a bus, and basically leave it there for 3 years. No one needs to touch it. No one needs to know it's there. When the students get onto the bus, it can detect the presence of their mobile phone or their tablet, their iPad, and instantly.
Shout out to Angelica with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Angelica says, "Why you want to trigger me today? And it's only fucking Monday. Damn, Jesus Christ."
Down to the minute.
Through I don't know YouTube's. Hold on, chat. Let me get this.
Detect the presence of their mobile phone or their tablet, their iPad, and instantly down to the minute log them onto the bus, and then when they get off, log them out. That way, both the parents and the school know that the students are accounted for, they got on safely, and arrived at their destination.
So this would be connected to a device that students are carrying, for example, an iPad, if it's provided by the school, or maybe even a phone that they have, their personal phone, something like that?
You're 100% correct, because I'd say even 5 years ago, 2014, Kansas City and Missouri, they went 1-to-1, so one device for every student. So a lot of schools around the nation are going 1-to-1, meaning that the school will give the kid a free device, typically a tablet, because they're low cost. So once a student gets on and they have their tablet in their backpack, this device will detect the presence of their tablet on that bus and instantly log them in.
And even parents can track them?
That's right.
Through an app on their phones?
That's right. They can log on through their phone or either on our web application and see that their student is basically where they're supposed to be.
Now, you also said this would work for classrooms, not just for getting on and off the bus, but even classrooms for attendance, or even to know if students, where they are in a, for example, a safety or dangerous situation in the school. Can you explain how that would work in the classroom?
Certainly. That's actually how we started. Fletch started as a effortless attendance technology. And so similarly, once the student walks into the classroom, it'll detect their presence. And at a lot of institutions, we actually put these devices outside of classrooms as well, throughout the entirety of a school campus. And as you mentioned, the safety implications, if unfortunately, say there was an active shooter, you'd be able to instantly account for every single student and know precisely where they are on that campus. It's almost like Google search in the physical world. If you wanted to type in a student's name, you can say, okay, that student is in the restroom, or that student is in hallway wing, east wing. Mm-hmm. So it's quite a convenient technology, especially where safety is concerned.
But in that case, then the students would have to have the device with them, either carrying it or in a backpack or something, correct?
That's correct. So typically it'll work from their iPad or their tablet. But in other cases, if you like, with our younger kids, we also have little Bluetooth devices that we can put on a key ring that they can, keep in their pocket, kind of like a lanyard, something like that.
Are there any concerns with privacy? Is this kind of like a GPS tracker?
That's a really good question. In fact, we designed this technology to be privacy respecting. And so, one, it's Bluetooth based, which means that once you go outside of a certain area, it won't know where you are. It won't be able to,
Wait, doesn't that just kill the whole purpose of the app? Wait, what?
Which means that once you go outside of a certain area, it won't know where you are. It won't be able to, account for your presence. And the most important thing about it is it only works during school hours or during classroom hours. And so it's very much so oriented around privacy.
How much does it cost and who is paying for it? Is this something parents will have to pay for? Are the school districts paying for this?
Good question. So typically school districts will pay for this device, and we've actually made it very low cost. So this one device is about $40, and the important thing is it lasts 3 years, so you get to divide the cost by 3. So it's a very low cost device, and per student it's just a couple dollars, $2 or $3. Cost. So this one device is about $40, and the important thing is it lasts 3 years, so you get to divide.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
The cost by 3, so it's a very low cost device, and per student it's just a couple dollars, $2 or $3 per student, and it's really cool to be able to do this because today in the market you'll have RFID technologies where the RFID reader will cost $3,000.
My nigga, I could just share location. What is this shit? The fuck?
They're very expensive. So I started my career as a teacher, and so it's really nice to be able to come back to elementary education, which is where I started as a teacher, and be able to offer something to make students safer.
You mentioned RFID.
It goes out, it's Bluetooth. You talked about the privacy, so it goes out of range when you enter certain areas. Wouldn't that defeat the whole purpose of having the tracker to know where your kid is? It only goes through school hours, so after school that kid is gone. Wouldn't it be just a lot more sensible for a parent to put the location settings on their child's phone where they're sharing their location? Because they all have phones and tablets and shit, and that's used with the tab. Like, this whole thing makes no sense to me.
Can you explain what that is?
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry about that. So RFID, almost like maybe on your keychain for your car, when you get close to it, it might automatically unlock. So RFID is typically a technology that uses short range to unlock something or to register a presence. But the challenge is that an RFID reader, the thing that will read your key, is very expensive. So those devices can run up to $3,000. Now, if you want to be able to read that a student's come onto a bus, you need a $3,000 device on the bus, you need the device in the classroom, and so when you want to scale it across a school district, it's not really something that schools can afford.
So Fletch is not an RFID and not GPS, it's Bluetooth based.
Correct. It's a low cost Bluetooth-based solution that really focuses on privacy.
And where is Fletch now?
It's legitly useless. It's legitly useless. It's to track your kid to make sure that the kid went on the goddamn bus in front of your crib, and then it loses signal. Like, what the fuck? So you basically have to be around that school. This is terrible, bro. Come on.
In terms of, do you have school districts using it now, whether here locally or across the country?
Good question. So we have started our business in higher education. And so primarily all the folks who use us are in higher education. We also do have some businesses that use Fletch as well. This fall, we're actually rolling out with a very large school district. I don't want to announce it before they announce it, but it'll be in the Midwest, pretty close. So you'll hear about that soon.
Is that classroom or the bus safety?
That'll be throughout the entire campus.
Okay.
So classrooms and everywhere else on that campus.
If people are interested in finding out more, where can they find you?
They can go to fletchapp.com and just submit an inquiry, and we'd be happy to support them.
All right, Marquette, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back with more right here on Ozarks Fox.
No, that was atrocious. That's a useless device. You can't track the kid if you can't track the kid. Shout out to Alicia. That sums it perfectly. There's no point to this goddamn device. Turn share your location on your phone, and that's much better. This is so terrible. Like, what the fuck was that? Holy.
Of course, found out most of what I touched on earlier, but specifically found out about his NFT rug pull.
This is the app that he says that he invented for some company they work for, Fletch. It hasn't even been downloaded 1,000 times. I bet most of these downloads are probably just from people working on the project, seeing if it works on other devices. Like, this guy's whole life is a scam. He did a rug pull for $2,000. Limited supply, Assassin Coin, is now available for purchase. He now
A rug pull, for those of you who don't know, is a scam where a cryptocurrency or NFT developer hypes up a project to attract investors, only to suddenly shut down or disappear, taking all the investor money with them. Marquette claims to have made NFTs, specifically from the command line, whatever the hell that means.
Long story short, I hosted a conference. I showed people how to create NFTs from scratch, from the command line, little buddy.
From the command line? Please, can you tell me how? I want to know how to create an NFT from the command line. Which command line?
Create NFTs from scratch. We also explained the business model behind NFTs.
Yet couldn't explain simple details without sounding pretentious as hell or dodging the question. Many people have accused him of having an NFT scam, and every time he denies it, inserts doubt, obfuscates, and insults the person. So I said, let me do my own research. For my own digging, there was a coin made by Marquette, the Sassin coin. That coin is currently sitting at a value of $0. So knowing this, I knew he made a coin, which he wouldn't admit to. Taking a look through the Wayback Machine, you can see he actually announced this coin on his YouTube. So he did promote that coin he made, and he sold one. Interesting. You can even see the members in the comments soaring out over their future loss of money. This is only my third documentary of an internet personality, and I'm already seeing a trend from all these videos. How do people not see right through this guy? Anyway, if we take a look here at SoulScan, we can see that the coin was at one point around 2K, and then immediately crashed to 0. All spending within a couple of days. If you look up a rug pull graph, it'll literally look identical to this. Textbook definition of a rug pull. And before his cult members say it wasn't him, the wallet is traced right back to his address with all the transactions and with his own NFTs in them. The sinner not only lies and scams his audience, he tries to do the same with the general public. None of this would be public or exposed had he kept his hands to himself and not attacked everyone for clout and in the long-term money. You can't be punching everyone and expect to never be punched back. This wasn't the only time attacking someone backfired. Although that definitely was the worst, his attacking plans also backfired in the case of Kevin Samuels. Now I must preface this by saying KS wasn't a good guy, he was very clearly a bully to women, and he wasn't a good friend of the people around him.
Donovan, that is my time slot. He said this to me. He said, that is my time slot. I said, Kevin, I said, you're one of my best friends. You don't own any time slots. But Kevin's last words to me were, we're still friends, but for me, no mas. And he hung up the phone. That's the last time I ever talked to Kevin Samuels. Lied to you guys. I did. The reason I lied to you guys is because I didn't want anybody to speak poorly about Kevin. Yeah, there were grumblings of this and that, but, you know, I told you guys that Kevin kept me in the loop and that Kevin didn't do any of that stuff, man. Kevin didn't do any of that stuff. As soon as Kevin hit 150,000 subscribers, he never really had anything to do with me again. Not on the air anyway. It's not like, and listen, man, Kevin didn't know me anything. He didn't know me anything. But goddamn, man. Like Kevin, like I'm the guy who had Kevin Samuels on the most.
But that's still your pirate crew. You might not all be stand-up guys, but you gotta stand up for your guys, you know? Like I said before, Marquette attacked KS before his passing, and he made amazing points. Seriously, I couldn't even agree more with what he said.
Take a look at his LinkedIn profile. Here's the kicker. He hasn't even had a proper job. Look on his LinkedIn. 2 of the companies don't even have profile photos because they're fake companies. I'm shocked it's still alive. You could tell he's an old. And when he worked for the company, he didn't even have a high-ranking position. He didn't even do much in sales. So where does he get off giving business advice to young people? Hurts my heart. So if someone comes to me...
Kevin Samuels was a grifter before he became the godfather of the red pill. He used to be broke. Like Marquette said, he didn't figure it out until around the average age a person would be thinking about retirement. And he literally got lucky off of YouTube and bullying single moms and repeating the same talking points that everyone says now. So in regard to this, he actually had a point. Add in the fact that he's talking about business and how to be successful when he doesn't know the first thing about having a business and being successful. Kevin Samuels deserved to be called out. The only thing is, neither did Marquette. He had almost the exact same storyline, except he hit YouTube earlier and in a different way. The next big attack was aimed at the head of a red pill guru, MLD. Side note, the red pill is like a pirate crew. None of these guys have much morals and they're constantly stabbing each other in the back, but
yo, don't disrespect pirate crews, man. That's disrespectful to pirate crews to try to say the red pill is like pirate crews. The thing, you know what? I'll leave that alone.
MLD was invited on after they both insulted each other through YouTube. In the phone call prior to the fiasco, you can see the sinner actively manipulating him.
If you're calling me like, hey, I prefer you don't do the video, my answer to you is, you got it, not an issue. If you're coming in peace, hey bro, I'd prefer you don't make a video talking shit about me. I got you, it's not an issue, we'll can it there. If you're calling like, hey, I'll sue you or I'll do X, Y, and Z, I'm a mother
savage, and I will say, my dear boy, you sue the shit out of me, and you make every claim you can, and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure that you regret every second of your life. But if it's, I think it'd be fucking hilarious if one day we get together and do a stream together. I think it would, shock a lot of people. Let's have some fun. Let's do that one day. I'm wishing you much success with everything that you got going on right now.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not about to start a GoFundMe for the likes of MLD, but this is actually a high level of sociopathy. To tell someone everything's good, to make peace over the phone call, and the whole time be planning an assault on them when they come on stream, there's a reason he recorded it, and that's just to illustrate how Machiavellian this dude is. Anyway, when he got on stream, he accused the sinner of creating a rug pull, and it didn't end well at all.
Coin still operating, yes or no?
Tell us.
I don't know. Is the coin operating?
You have 3 minutes. Explain the scam.
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
No, we got 12 minutes left in this. We'll finish this entire cult leader video. Might as well.
That's all the information I have.
You idiot. You have 3 minutes. Go ahead. Tell us the scam.
I'm done.
No, really. You have 3 minutes. Explain the scam. I want to hear about it. I want to know.
I just told you.
I could give you and the whole internet does not
So you're just trying to make me look bad. That's what this is. This is not a dialogue. This is like you trying to frame yourself as like a superior person.
Oh, I'm
right?
appalled. I'm
Right?
appalled. Because if that was the case, I would have mentioned that you had liposuction. I didn't even mention that.
I'm not hiding that. Where have you seen me hiding the fact of that?
If that was the case, I'd mention that you have hair plugs.
Yeah. Where do you see me hiding that?
If that was the case, I'd mention that you have fake teeth.
Yeah. And
You see
where
what I'm saying?
where have I
If
hit
I
those?
was trying to make myself superior to you, I would mention that you got fake teeth, fake hair, and a fake body. You're basically a Colombian. You're a Colombian. If I
This is a TMZ shit. I thought, dude, on the phone. Listen, bro, that's some fake snake shit you did, bro. On the phone, you're being nice.
You are pulling some fake.
The sinner is obsessed with clout, fame, adoration, and money. The sinner.
I don't know why he recorded that phone conversation, because what MLD said was true. He was completely different on the phone compared to what he did on the, like these YouTubers, man. There's a problem with this entire space. Most folks on YouTube are fake. Most. Even MLD himself, like, that ain't a real. Like, come on, man.
Not only lies and scams his audience, he tries to do the same with the general public. This narcissistic cornball bought a fake BBC documentary about himself.
About him on his channel. Are you ready?
We leave Jomo Kenyatta Airport. Marquette's mobile rings. The chief of police is phoning to welcome Mr. Button to Nairobi, sharing that an armed guard will be waiting in the morning to escort Marquette wherever he wishes to go.
Stop the cap.
It's a mystery as to how such a young man has so many extraordinary connections around the planet. Marquette Devon is the real-life James Bond.
I know. Come on, what the fuck, bro? Like, who is this chick?
No, you thought it couldn't get worse, but trust me, it's not even done yet. As you watch these clips of him, just really take in the fact that this man is writing bold-faced lies about himself. Marquette Devon is a real-life James Bond. This video reads like a parody of itself, as if someone asked an AI bot to generate a video that makes a caricature of someone with delusions of grandeur and who is obsessed with himself.
It's just that Marquette Devon Burton is enchanting and bold and kind. He is
No, I remember this video now. I remember, this is what he tried to act like he was some super important, significant person, and he came on with the
enigmatic figure.
This is terrible, man.
A businessman and a boxer. An
A
author,
boxer? Oh, come
a
on, man.
stoic, and a poet. And above all, a philosopher. A leader in reforming global human culture. He's written a 3-sentence Bible.
The sad part is,
he's written a 3-sentence Bible.
This is actually who he is, and almost sadder, he thought people would see this and be awestruck. I don't have much hope for the assassin, but even they had to have been cringing at this shit. If I didn't know so much about this guy right now, and this was the first video I saw on him, I'd 100% believe it was all a joke that I fell for. But this is the world he lives in. This is the leader of the leadership class. Right. In the end, he ended up changing the title from BBC World Leaders to just World Leaders, and then he deleted the video out of shame. I tried to find it, but it's even deleted off his Patreon.
So originally, I don't, there's a way to look this up, but like, apparently they made him change it. He originally had this YouTube video titled as BBC coverage or BBC Emerging World Leaders.
Stick together.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
profile, and then they made him change the title because obviously it's not a BBC thing. But this is Les Ruse, no? It's all fake. He's an actual scam artist.
The rug pull was only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this guy and his predatory behavior when it comes to finance. But to drive this point home, we need to look at what it takes to become a member of the Assassin. No, not the uniform you need, or the training they give you, the price. This isn't about changing lives like he pretends it to be. It's about having followers, fame, notoriety, while getting paid at the same time.
That it's okay, it's not. It's
Why
not
are you
okay.
talking while I'm talking?
Because I'm telling you that you can't continue
But don't
to film.
talk while I'm talking.
Question, I'm asking you to
You're
answer
being
it.
really aggressive. I
I'm
don't think I
asking you
like
to
you.
answer it.
I don't think I like you. We'll head out.
Okay.
And is this your business card?
That's my card.
Thank you. And Matthew, next time we encounter one another, I hope it's more respectful.
Now, it's very blurry, but this is the jacket that dude is wearing. Come on, zoom out. What the fuck? There we go. Bro, what the hell is this, man?
Oh, yes, the camera loves your nastiness.
You can see it. You can see the outline. Filthy work.
But by then you'll have a sense of who I am.
Okay.
Because right now I'm just
tell me who you are?
right now I'm just a stranger to you, right?
You want to tell me who you are?
Right now I'm just a stranger. You see, and I always know before you know who you're talking to, you should think about how you talk.
Okay.
Especially when you're so aggressive.
Okay. So I'm just letting you know that.
I already
the filming-
told you that
the
we're
filming
gonna
can't
head out,
continue.
so
Okay. Don't tell me to shut up. Okay.
I didn't tell. Don't create a problem for yourself, because you can't create a problem for me. There's no problem you can create for me.
There's no problem.
But there's an infinite number of problems I can create for you. I didn't tell you to shut up. I am not a passive aggressive man.
What was this?
I'm not a passive
What was
aggressive
this
man.
that
If
you
I
did to me?
if I tell you to shut up, I'll just look you in your face and say, Matthew Dubenmeyer,
Yes, sir.
German. I'll say, Matthew Dubenmeyer, shut up. I don't have to be passive aggressive. Because if I
He actually thought this made him look good. This video is still up on his channel. He's proud of it. I truly implore you to watch the full video of anything I've shown here, from his live streams to his
1K likes, 1.7K dislikes. Holy shit.
Whoa! God damn! Jesus Christ.
videos, to anyone who's fallen victim to this guy's videos. I'm not taking anything out of context. He's truly this manipulative. The man had a mental breakdown at the win because they didn't respect him in his pimp coat. And in return, he basically threatens him and says that soon he will know who he is. For one, I highly doubt that. And if he even did find out who you are, he's gonna feel even more justified in his decision, no doubt. Again, just one more point in favor of this guy only caring for money, fame, and celebrity. Look at his Patreon, for example. To even get the base level of membership, it's $31 a month. That might not seem too bad, but to compare, a great channel when it comes to video essays, one that I can only hope to get to the level of one day, is that of H-Bomber Guys. We're talking insanely researched and well thought out, scripted and executed videos. In his first tier Patreon, which is 10 times less expensive than the Sinner's Patreon, you get exclusive videos, behind the scenes things, Discord access, and some pretty good value. And if you're a fan of these videos, I can take sometimes more.
Backer, Fundy, Absolute Unit, bro, what the fuck, man?
No, this nigga gay as hell.
Months to a year to make. What's $3 for extra content? In contrast, the Sinner's Patreon, the first tier has only 2 videos a week about women and personal improvement, no video requests, and oh yeah, I might never even respond to you. Buddy, if I'm paying $30 to you monthly and the only value I'm getting is 2 videos, which are mostly videos you private after live streaming on YouTube, I'm gonna need a bit more than no guaranteed direct messages. But to be fair, I do get access to Discord for the low price of $1,000. Whereas I get the Discord community from H-Bomber literally for $3. But fine, let's pretend.
Y'all join the Discord right now. We got the Discord link in the description.
With 0 down, no credit.
Discord is free, bro.
Yeah.
How are you charging folks for Discord? That's filthy work, man.
And the Patreon wasn't so horrible. Let's look at his merch. For this one, we will compare that of PewDiePie's, one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, so he could sell a cup of piss and it would probably be bought at a high rate. Looking at his merch, you can see it isn't just drop shipped BS with his logo on it. It's clearly designed with time and effort, as well as actually being well thought out. I can get high quality socks for $9 from a very famous YouTuber. I can also see the clothing actually being modeled and worn by real people. The collection is cohesive and it makes sense. To sum it up, the clothing brand has a soul. It's clear the customer isn't just $1 to PewDiePie, and it's more or less deeper than getting the most money out of you while giving the least quality and effort. Let's take a look at the Sinner shop, shall we? Far less notable person, but he clearly does have some money from YouTube, so his shop should have some similar effort, right? Well, at first glance, the site took no effort. Not only is it bland and soulless, it's made off of Creator Spring. It doesn't even have its own domain. But all that is secondary. I mean, the main thing is the clothing itself, so let's take a look at that. We can see here that the Sinner sells everything that you can imagine, from drinkware to pillows to things for pets, which he's staunchly against. Looking at the actual apparel he has, it's literally all just drop-shipped items from China. There's even a shirt with his...
A person that's staunchly against anybody getting a pet or having a dog or any sort, selling clothes for animals, it's like, bro, come on. What are we doing out here? At this point, it's like you're just like... You're laughing in their face. It's like, I'm strongly against you guys getting a pet. Don't have a dog. If you buy a dog, you're gonna die alone. I don't know what the fuck he says in relation to that, but that's the Kevin Samuel shit. It's like, and then you sell doggy clothes? Like, what the fuck, bro? And then, wait, what? Why? Who in the hell is wearing a shirt with Saint the Sinner with the most square motherfucking... What is this, bro? This is filth. This is the filthiest of work out here. Who's wearing this shit? Me personally? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck?
Literal face on it you can buy. Imagine being someone who buys this and worse yet wears it. Just to reiterate how appalling this is. His prices are all higher than PewDiePie's, despite his clothes coming from a factory in China with no expense for modeling the items and no designers being paid to design these items. PewDiePie has all of the above and his clothes are made in Canada, which obviously is more expensive to produce than if you're getting it off Alibaba or something like that. I mean, for God's sake, why are your dropship socks $35? And for the small price of $113, I can buy the Sasson athletic shoes that'll probably break my ankle in because they're not athletic shoes at all, and they were not made with athletes in mind. And then after I'm done that, I can buy some Sasson soap to wash off the blood off my ankles. And if I'm feeling a little bit spontaneous, I can buy my girl a Negro horror shirt. Look, man, the underlying motif here...
No fucking way. Nah.
I've seen him do
No
it.
fucking way. What the fuck was that? You're not serious. A Negro whore? Get the fuck out of here, bruh. No fucking way.
Who are these niggas?
Fine. And then after I'm done that, I can buy some Sasson soap to wash off the blood off my ankles. And if I'm feeling a little bit spontaneous, I can buy my girl a Negro horror shirt. Look,
a Negro whore shirt for $55 Canadian.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
man, the underlying motif here revolves around profound narcissism and self-absorption. While self-love and appreciation are definitely healthy, the sinner's obsession with himself has distorted his perception of reality. His fixation on his own image is so strong that it demands others to mirror his obsession through the assassin. Almost every action this guy takes reveals a severe disconnect from reality and who he, an assassin, thinks he is. You can see this in his inability to accept he's not famous, not a world leader, his need for constant validation that he's changing the world, his anger towards people who don't believe his ideas, his lack of understanding of nuance in the world. Everything is seen through the lens of the assassin. You're wrong and I'm right. And not just that, you're evil. The government is as well. The tale of the saint and the sinner is something of a modern day Bernie Madoff and Jim Jones combined. While the assassin is a modern day People's Temple, the sinner, a nobody in life who always had ideas of living in luxury, tried multiple times to get to that place, self-admittedly selling dope in failed businesses with all the tellings of scam artistry, finally gets his big break in the YouTube scene, portraying himself as already rich to get rich. And it worked like a charm. Now he is generally where he's always wanted to be, rich with people worshiping him. I know I said at the start I'd avoid giving this guy his praises where they're due, but he does have some good quality. He's very clearly well read, at least in a few books. He knows how to capture an audience, that much is clear. But his biggest value add to all of us is showing your brain on narcissism. It's such a potent drug that the man buys suits just to look more important than he is. Helicopter rides to take pictures in to seem richer than he is. Rewrote his—
Bro, those floral pattern suits are hideous, bro. Those are some of the most filthiest suits out there. How does somebody wear that shit with confidence? That's where I'll give him credit. For him to look so damn dusty in them damn floral pattern suits, looking zesty as shit, and have the most confidence in them, it's like, bro, what is wrong with this guy? Delusional. Like, what the fuck, bro?
His whole history to seem bigger than he is, and paid what we can only imagine to be thousands on articles, interviews, BBC world leader documentaries just to stroke his own ego and distorted view of himself. The most critical part to look at in all of this is that none of it worked. Sure, he got his money, and in his own little echo chamber, he's literally second to God. I mean, the assassin would probably die for this man. But outside of that, whose respect does he have? No man or woman with actual critical thinking skills will buy for a second that this man has done what he claims to have done. He reeks of fake because of how much he tries to look real. Relentless pursuit of self-aggrandizement. He shows us all the toxic allure of narcissism in a way that no one I've covered so far has or even can. It's a destructive force capable of distorting reality and eroding genuine connection. The Sinner is Exhibit A. His extravagant displays of wealth and fabricated narratives serve as a stark reminder of the hollow emptiness that accompanies a life built on deceit and manipulation. Despite his attempts to make us all believe such a grandiose persona, the truth remains glaringly evident to everyone outside of the assassin. Authenticity cannot be bought, and genuine respect can't be manufactured. No matter how many times you repeat you don't need YouTube and that you've been rich since you've graduated university, it just doesn't work, and if anything, it works in the opposite way than intended. In reflecting on this cautionary tale, let's not only recognize the pitfalls of narcissism, let's also reaffirm the timeless virtues of humility, integrity, and genuine connection. I hope you guys enjoyed the third video on my channel. Make sure you subscribe if you've watched this far. You clearly enjoy video essays, and more importantly, you seem to have enjoyed mine.
My nigga, you said this is the third video on your channel?
This brings me to the actual end of the video. Some of you may have seen this video before, whether you're part of the cult or not. It's very ironic how the Sinner claims to love free speech and that his rights are being attacked because he spreads propaganda and is running a cult. But all that goes out the window when I criticize him. Anyways, I was planning on only making one video, but after he made me go through the whole rigmarole of fighting the—
There we go. I was just looking for his name to give him a shout out. Don Ozzy, that's the name. Don Ozzy, the darkest YouTube cult leader. This is what the video's called. I think he had to re-upload it, but this is what the video's called. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Video's no longer available due to a copyright claim by Marquette Burton. Wow.
Copyright claim he levied against me, which YouTube obviously sided with me for because, you know, it's completely fair use. I'm going to be making multiple follow-up videos, infiltrating the cult, reading book reviews of the cult literature, more documentaries like you know I do, and with the quality that I consistently have. And unfortunately for the Sinner, with the depth and the research that I consistently have. For those who wanted to watch this video earlier, know that Mr. Rogers of the internet striked it down for copyright because YouTube's content ID system is insanely broken. I won that battle, but just to be sure, I removed any clips that he could theoretically use to abuse the system. Again, it's so ironic how the cult members were telling me in the original video that all I have to do is ask the Sinner and he'll have me on to debate. Yeah, not with the info I have here, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Much more videos to come. I'm bored of the Sinner for now, so stay tuned for different people, but trust and believe. We ain't done with it. I'm on him like white on rice on a paper plate in a snowstorm after this. Again, subscribe and peace.
All right. Shout out to that content creator for that video. This live stream didn't really have anything to do about Saint the Sinner. I don't know how we ended up all the way down this wormhole. Somebody got mad earlier talking about why the fuck is Duke in the goddamn thumbnail. This has nothing to do with Duke. Hey, it goes that way sometimes, man. Well, it did at that point, but sometimes in the stream, you lose the initial stream message because you're streaming for a long time. Shout out to Random University with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Random University says, I don't need YouTube usually means I need YouTube. That's facts. Most of the content creators on YouTube come up by faking that they're rich. Folks on YouTube don't really give a fuck. You have an audience, you like, that's why when Myron's cussing and he's like, oh, y'all aren't real supporters, I need this $35 for my membership and blah blah blah. When you need the money and you're just like struggling it up, like when like Zesty TV was homeless, nobody gave him money. It's the funniest thing because people don't give a fuck. They don't. It's weird because people feed into that, I'm rich already, give me so much more, give me way more money. Anton Daniels, fake like he was rich until he got that bread. Marquette trying to do the same thing, hasn't got that far into the money yet, but he's doing the same thing. A lot of the times it's fake it till you make it because people like that shit better. For some reason. For some reason, people like the fake. People gravitate towards it. People buy the fuckery. But the way how Marquette set it up, cult-like following, the marketing schemes that he implemented, the fake apps, the fake businessmen, the fake technologists that he purported to be. A lot of the times when folks see the screen, they see some views, they see a crowd behind it, and they jump in. Pause. I could see how many folks were like finessed in the early days of Marquette before things started unraveling, before the NFT moment, before people were able to evaluate the Africa video moment. I could see how some people can just be like, you know what, he's on Forbes. There's an article here. We can Google his name and find him. People get finessed. To me, damn near everything's a scam until it's proven otherwise. Damn near everything. Because that's the world we live in nowadays. Whoa. I have this? Hold up, chat. Yo. Okay, we can hear me. All right, chat. We got something. I'm not gonna react to it right now. We have a whole nother show on the way. I'm not gonna do it in this stream. I'm gonna save some of the juice for the next stream. We've been on live for a long time. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Let's take it back to the original theme of this episode before we wrap this up, because this kind of got lost with the Saint the Sinner stuff. I want to play back the original theme of the episode of Fresh Getting Cooked. So if anybody hasn't seen it and they're jumping in now, y'all might want to rewind to the front for the start of the video to if you haven't seen this.
One of you was dating a prostitute and brought it to your mother.
Oh!
One of you was dating a prostitute and brought it to your mother.
Oh! Somebody! Oh!
One of you was dating a prostitute and brought it to your mother.
Do you need water?
Yeah, please.
Baby, you get us some water?
Oh! Somebody! Oh!
Sneak up this.
Bro, all that nigga does is hate, man.
Oh no, but this is from his mouth directly. Oh, sorry, Sneaky.
Okay.
Sneaky. KO.
Sneaky.
Yeah, I don't know. I never get what y'all got going on.
Yeah, that's not his, it wasn't his girlfriend. It was a girl he was just banging, but yeah.
People say he's talking about me.
Hey, wait, do you not respect your mother?
Well, you gotta ask him that. He's over there.
I'm not gonna lie. We gonna fight, bro. You were dating women you were bringing women you weren't dating seriously in front of your mother. Do you not respect her? Because that's weird to bring women who you're not dating seriously in front of your mother. What the You ain't doing shit. I'll be honest with y'all, keep it short and sweet. I don't respect none of the fuck y'all shit y'all do.
What did I say? What are you mad about? The red pill. Yeah, I've been dissing the red pill for a year. You're dissing
who you know at the club and networking with dudes who are dick sucking you on a yacht. The idea of relationships and network as a red pill person, it's gay. It's not for me. Even if you don't want to call it gay.
People say he's talking about me.
Now, here's the thing.
Okay, so thank you everyone for watching. Yeah.
Daisy actually explained it herself. All right.
Hi guys.
Say hi to the camera. Do
Hi,
you need
guys.
water?
Yeah, please.
Baby, you get us some water?
Now, the fans shamed Fresh for bringing Daisy, who he says is a prostitute, home to his mother. He was actually dating Daisy. He downplayed the relationship, said, oh, he brings random girls or whatever. He was dating Daisy seriously. He tries to deny it now because she's been exposed as a prostitute. For all the Duke fans in the chat wondering why Duke is also in here, because Duke covered the story, got in too damn deep into the story, where he brought Daisy, the alleged prostitute, over his crib for 4 days while living with his girlfriend.
Stop it. Get some help.
So if that's filthy work, what the fuck is this? I don't even know you from a hole in the wall. I got that deep into a YouTube story, and Duke's the person that said he don't give a fuck about YouTube. He has a real life outside of this shit. He has a daughter and a family and all this bullshit. He has a real life outside of YouTube. He doesn't care about YouTube. He doesn't get invested in YouTube. He doesn't do YouTube dating. He talked about people on the Lapif. Oh, they're dating. They're doing that stuff. That's weird. Why are you meeting up with people in real life? It's YouTube. Meanwhile, he has her at his crib for 4 days simping over Fresh's leftovers.
Oh, yes. The camera loves your nastiness.
And she went to his platform to dust it up. Lie about, oh, I'm aborting a child that's already been aborted. This video, amongst others, was deleted. I have all the deleted videos. All of them. Fuck around and find out, man. Fuck around and find out.
Okay, so thank you everyone for watching, and thank you Duke for letting me be here. And yeah, so so as you guys know that I've been pregnant since March 1st. I've shown you all the receipt. I mean, there's no way I can fake it, and it's also there's a document about doctor's announcement. So as you know, that's no way I can fake it. So I swear to.
It's fact. She was going to anybody who would listen and buy her bullshit. Anybody that wasn't willing to challenge her and just buy her bullshit and do that for the clout, willing to go to anybody. He was so proud of Betty. He was celebrating, talking about, oh, we finally made it. Fresh and Fit actually responded to me and said my name. It was the most pathetic, filthy, clout-chasing act I've seen in this space.
My family, that the pregnancy is true and the baby is Fresh's. It's his baby, okay? Because all the stress that's been going on for the past month, it caused me a lot of emotional damage, and I've been starting feeling a lot of panic, and like it's just like a lot of going on. Like you know, every time I'm in public, I'm just trying to get myself together.
And she's yet again one of the internet frauds, because what she tries to do in this is egregious. She tries to start a GoFundMe or some sort of donation service for women in her situation. A 28-year-old woman. A 28-year-old woman who got pregnant by Fresh. You're not a victim, ma'am. You're a willing participant.
Trying to be positive and to show you guys and show other women like a good example that we are strong, even though we're going through some kind of situation in life. Life is not always perfect, so no matter what, we have to be strong. I have to be out there for myself.
Listen, Duke can be a fraud, try to copy my Uncle Ruckus music.
Nobody's LT, and I'm certainly not implying that.
Duke's been copying me for months. This nigga's you know what? I'm going to save it because there's a presentation that y'all are going to enjoy, especially as it relates to Duke the Don being the biggest copier fraud style. He tries to steal niggas' style. He's that pathetic. He tried it with me. It didn't work. He looks like some discount budget piece of dog shit. He tried it with Saint the Sinner. Saint the Sinner, the person that we just seen with his dusty ass cult. Duke is a person that found out that Saint the Sinner was a fraud because Duke used to be a fan. He used to imitate him and try to act just like him. Y'all gonna see that. Y'all gonna see that. It's real dusty for Duke. Allowing that doxing shit, bro. Come on, man. Foot on necks now. Foot on necks. Niggas thought we didn't see, we didn't know. Please. Please.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna be able to keep the baby. I know there's a lot of voice being talking about she's been baby trapping, she's planning the whole story. You know, there's no reason if I want to baby trap him, why would I decide not to keep the baby? Because I actually planned the baby with him. Do you guys understand? I've been taking a lot of supplements since January. Okay, since January, like.
Okay, let's get to the fraud part because you be scamming.
Like people from school, they've been laughing at me. Like, why don't you have a mom? You know, it's just very complicated, and I know how it will affect my baby. So
Of course I didn't make the damn music, my nigga. There's things that we do on this platform. When I'm calling somebody a coon and I hit the theme music of the Uncle Ruckus, especially when I'm calling out the coons in their rhetoric, and you do the same, and you see me, and you've seen my videos predate your videos. I've done it 20 times before you've done it once, and you're gonna try to take credit like, oh, we're gonna hit the Uncle Ruckus music. You got the idea from me. You got inspired to get a soundboard from me. You still don't got it. Probably too damn dusty, can't afford it. But what are we doing out here? When you take inspiration and you give credit, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you try to act like as if it's yours, like you're the creator, you're creative, like, no, come on. It's crazy out here. No Tommy Sotomayor, you don't own words and everything, but when there's things that are quite obvious that people try to steal. A whole heap of people tried to steal the style of show that I did, and if they failed, their show sucks.
yeah, I'm not gonna be able to keep the baby.
He's not friends with Tommy and other content creators. He's clout chasing. Whoever will be on the platform and does a collab with, he'll do that. He's not solid on anything. Pause. Y'all know most of these YouTubers are fake. I don't have to prove nothing to... Come on, man. I don't have to convince y'all. Like, I will when I'm making a point, but come on, man.
Affect my baby. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to keep the baby. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. There you got the news, folks. All right. So, again, Fresh, y'all are... This is crazy, right? This is the kind of message that they put out there. They want to talk about how the nuclear family is the bedrock of society and the foundation and all this other bullshit. But then when push comes to shove, you see exactly the kind of men these people are. Absolutely disgusting monsters, celebrating, getting your fans to attack her, banning her Instagram account. You got people stalking her all over the place. This shit's just weird, all right? But there you have it, folks. Those are the reasons. Again, I'm not a woman who has to make all these decisions or has to go through any of this, right? I'm not that. But it's just one of the main things that you got to understand. This is what she's going through.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Yo, what mans are doing in the Discord is hilarious. This shit, the FDMG Academy, this is how it looks at the back of the school. The mold is filthy, bro. What is going on, Umar? That shit ain't open. Yo, this show's everywhere today. We talking about too much folks today. We everywhere with this shit. But we out. We're going to wrap this one up. Let me pull up this last one real quick because this shit funny as well. What do we got here? Miss, I can't keep the baby. Jesus Christ. Cam that boy. He never was a Saint fan openly. He was never touting, oh, I'm a Saint the Sinner fan. I was da-da-da-da-da. This is the problem with YouTube, man. Sometimes y'all, you have to spell things out and people can't see the obvious. When I'm going to show you the videos of Duke the Don acting similar, looking like a discount budget ass Saint the Sinner. The tone, the cadence, the way he spoke, I'm like, who is this nigga? The same way you can look at Saint the Sinner in that interview on with the news person, and he starts speaking and he does that code switch. You're like, who the fuck is that? That was Duke the Don when he was copying Saint the Sinner. Y'all do not watch this motherfucker's content. You do not take in certain things. I seen the switch when he started trying to act more like me. I'm like, nigga, that ain't you. Take off that fake ass chain, you bitch ass nigga. But there was a moment in time where this nigga was literally trying to act like Saint the Sinner. I'm not going to speak about this. This is why I do not like speaking and having like these open dialogues where I'm not showing y'all the proof. I love to do reactions because it's just proof in the pudding. And I could just 1-2 word, hit a drop, laugh, proof right there. So y'all going to see that video's coming. You know how long videos take sometimes, man, especially with all this editing. Just look out for that. We probably got a Drake video coming before that, but look out for that. I didn't know Fresh and Fit was that important to me either. I did like 70 videos on them. Like, I don't know why people say shit like this. I did like 90 videos on Anton Daniels. When was the last time I did that's obviously a boost. It's obviously a stretch. I didn't do that many videos. But when was the last time I did a video? When it was relevant and the man needed to get cooked, he got cooked. Y'all too damn emotional out here. Like, oh my God, Duke, Duke, Duke.
I respect LTTV. If he wants to smoke me, let him smoke me.
Oh, somebody! Oh, he needs some milk.
Yep. The nigga couldn't simply say, man, I was wrong. Duke can't be wrong. Duke is the same as, he's the same as Myron. He believes he's the arbiter of truth. He believes that he can't be wrong. He has no humility. Man can be like, man, fuck it, I fucked up. I fucked up. Because, why? Because Daisy owns the nigga. Daisy owns the nigga. He can't keep it real at all. Why? Because she'll expose him. It's that tragic. He went outside on that YouTube shit. You got too far deep on a story, and this is what happened. Filthy work, man. Duke, you scared, man.
Because I'm scared of you. You scared. You pussy. Sorry, you pussy. Don't be pussy.
Yep. Duke.
You scared. You pussy. Sorry, you pussy. Don't be pussy.
Sorry, you pussy. Don't be pussy. I don't know what it's like, but you pussy.
You scared. You pussy. Sorry, you pussy. Don't be pussy.
This is what it is, man. You cannot cure cowardice. I can't stop him from being a coward. This is what it is. It is what it is.